Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome in, everybody, to a midnight edition of Braylon Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. I know what you're thinking. Bray, why are you up? Child, some of y'all night owls. Don't act me, okay? But remember when we went live on tour earlier, me and GG9? Well, the ladies said that they were going to drop some tea. Little did we know it was going to be late in the midnight hour, child. Little did we know. So, with that being said, higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? I guess you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Hey. Hopefully all is well with y'all. Let's get to the again doing what we do. It's not too many views on this, so we're going to watch this in real time. So as you can see, 12 minutes ago, okay? Tati and Kiki talked to Jay about the breakup with Cinco as she spills all his tea. 3 unlikely best friends, 2 sweethearts, and 1 straight shooter met on a hit reality show and took their bond beyond the screen. Now they're stirring up laughs, culture shocks, and real talk. Series overview: 2 Sugars, 1 Shot follows the unscripted adventures of 3 dynamic women who met as castmates on the Never Ever Met season 2 reality dating show. With 2 of the girls bringing warmth, compassion, and high vibes to Sugars, and the one keeping it raw, witty, and unfiltered, the 1 Shot. The chemistry is irresistible. The conversations are hilarious and heartfelt. The experiences are always authentic. Real female friendship, new country, same crew, 2 Sugars, 1 Shot, served hot every week. So y'all, here we go with 2 Sugars, 1 Shot. This literally came out 12 minutes ago, and I'm like, nope, we're up. Okay, so here we go.
What's up, you guys? This is 2 Sugars, 1 Shot. We're going to get started on Sundays with our podcast, but first we're going to kick it off with a live here on the page. Make sure that you guys go ahead and follow our YouTube, our TikTok, so that we can get all our platforms up to date. We're just waiting for Jay to come in, and then we will get started. Hope that you guys are doing good this Sunday. And by the way, thank you guys for following our page. We're super excited about this. We have so many plans. So not only are we going to talk about the show, but we're going to talk about other things as well. So obviously what brought us together is the show, but we're going to have so many other types of content. So just stay following. Hey, Kisa. All right, we're bringing Jay up. So she's coming in, you guys. Give us 1 second. Hey, Jay.
Hey.
Okay.
Hostage my breath.
Okay, yeah, we're just getting our bearings and whatever,
Yep.
And then we're going to get started. If you guys have any questions for Jay, please leave them in the chat. If you guys don't know and you're new to what happened, Jay and Cinco are not together anymore. So if you guys have any questions about that, leave them in the chat and she will see them and we'll answer them for you guys.
And we do not have Kiki on this one, but we're going to go live again later.
Yeah, Kiki's at brunch. So we're trying to get our scheduling together. So we're literally just doing the best that we can because we're all like on different time schedules. So we're trying to figure it out. But going forward after today, we'll be able to like set a time for you guys. So you'll know when we're coming live. You'll know when we're posting. You guys will be able to like predict the schedule. Okay. All right. So boom, Jay, let's get into it. How are you feeling?
I actually feel like a weight is off of, I just feel like a weight is off my shoulders, and I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
Just from watching the show and knowing that we've been broke up.
Yeah.
I mean.
So tell the people when you guys actually break up.
Okay, so we at one point was breaking up like every 2 weeks. We were.
Every 2 weeks.
Starting in, I want to say like December. We started breaking up a lot. Because it just was not working. And I'm just being completely honest. It was not working. Number 1 being long distance. Number 2, like
sorry, my cat.
Okay.
The cat is like,
Okay, let me
I
stick
can
to the
give
question.
two ucks
We
about
broke
this.
up in
Stop
April for good. Like that was before April. We broke up in February, and then before February, we broke up in January. It just happens.
So he broke up
But yes,
officially in April.
before we broke up, I would say we broke up at the reunion, but we broke up for real that next Friday.
Okay.
So I think so. We broke up the 18th, like on episode 2, I think. Like, we broke up. Like
Ooh, episode
I was in
2.
Houston at the time and everything. Like we broke up.
So
Okay.
tell me, okay, so besides the big stuff that we're gonna get into, like, what are the main things that you guys were like struggling with? Like, what was the big thing that like you guys kept breaking up about? Like, what was the main issues?
Yeah, so when he would come out to me, he would expect to have my undivided attention, and I want breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He wants me just like the show, but the show in real life is different.
And you guys
I'm sorry that I can't
see that. You guys did not see that. Jay
Yeah.
was cooking him every meal. Like Jay, like y'all get on Jay,
Oh,
but he was doing a
Lord.
lot for Cinco, like literally catering to this man.
Breakfast,
Like this
lunch, and dinner.
what
cater to you.
how catered
I gave this nigga pedicures. I did his hair. I'm fucking out gray hairs.
yeah, no.
Hairs.
It was definitely she was catering to her man, like
Now, I will say this, right? In watching the Never Ever Mets, Jay really did cater to Cinco quite a great deal. I will have to give that to her. Okay, I will have to give that to her. Hey, everybody! If you're wondering what's going on, it's like, what, huh? So, if you all remember, Jay went live earlier around 1. Jay, Tatiana, and Kiki went live around 1 p.m. yesterday, but they posted like 3 hours ago on that day, and nobody really knew. So then, me and GG9, who reviewed this season of the Never Ever Mets with me, we got on. Actually, we talked before, and then saw, Jay go live. So we went live with her and Kiki, and we had a good time earlier. And so they were like, well, Jay said, I gotta edit, everything. And then literally as I am up, just chilling, I'm getting some receipts for this morning show. Okay. So we'll get to that at 11 a.m. It's going to be a good time. But as I'm up, I see 2 Sugars, 1 Shot. And I click on the video, and then it says it's, video removed by the uploader. But then I see this. It literally came out like 5 minutes ago when I took the screenshot to DG9. So we're here watching Jay spill the tea on Cinco. Here we go.
more than anybody else.
Literally. So I know that the way these editors wanted to edit the show to make the guys just, so the girls and all this look fucking crazy. No, it was some stuff y'all did not see. And just know that during the show, yeah, he was happy. So when he came to
I would have been happy to see that.
Yeah. Even the guy that was like, they said like, nigga, don't ever fuck this up. Chris used to tell Cinco this all the time.
Yeah.
Like, don't fuck this up, man. You treat like a king in here. Every
He
single
got
day
treated
they
the
said
best
something
of
else.
all the men. He got treated the best. Like,
Yeah.
Cinco was the king of the
Because I
house.
know how to treat man, I do. But we gotta understand the circumstances. So again, we're in the house. I don't gotta be at work. I don't have my child with me. I don't
That's
have a
true.
real life. So of course I can do all these things. But once you come visit me and you see my priorities, yes, I have a full-time job. He does not. I have a full-time job, and I also coach basketball. That's my part-time job. And also I'm a mother. It's my full-time job. So when he come here, he wants me to do the things I'm doing at the house, like cook the food and give me attention. It's like, nigga, I have a child. I'm at work. Sorry, when I get off work, I have a video. I can't wait to post these videos. It's him complaining I ain't making no burger after I was just on the 5 o'clock train to go downtown to my job to come back, cook my son food, cook food, and get him clean. Like, you could at least put him in the shower. What do you do all day?
Yeah.
You come here, you can't do nothing. Do the little stuff. And he would complain about my parenting and not bad stuff. It'd just be like, let him be a boy, let him be a kid. Like, I would, when my son get out the shower, I'm gonna put his pajamas on because number one is faster.
Yeah.
Sorry that
It's here.
I'm bathing him because I'm putting on his pajamas. Sorry because
I really hate it when guys do that. I really hate it when, like, as a mom,
You're not
when you're
parent.
dating, yeah, it's like, I mean, it's okay. At least talk to you directly about it. Like, I don't like it when guys like be like trying to take the side in front of them, like, oh, let him do this, let him.
Don't do it.
No, don't do
And
that.
then the way he handles things too, he likes to handle things in front of everybody. I know it was a time I was annoyed with him. I just know about him very fast. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, when we got into the real world, he annoys the hell out of me. He'd be like, damn, I come downstairs, you roll your eyes at me, because like little things, he would just piss me off. I'm up. I just got done working. I'm up the next day, early as hell, doing a cleaning, cooking, all this shit. You just roll out of bed and just chill out. Like, damn, can you do something?
Yeah.
So I was already getting like, okay, I don't like this, but he just keeps saying, in the house you did all this stuff, nigga, because we in the house. I didn't have to work when I was out there.
So we just got started with this, right? And I will say, I think from this angle, I can see Jay's point a lot more. Jay is still a lot to deal with. Let's get that straight, right? Jay is still a lot to deal with. However, if you're getting upset about you not getting a burger when, she has a full-time job, she's got a kid, and she coaches basketball, and if she's doing majority of the housework and you just get up and roll out of bed, bro, that's not cool. If y'all are partners, you bring it 100 to the table, right? So, my Lord Jesus, let's roll on.
I have a job. He does not have a job, guys. Yes, he plays basketball, but the nigga ain't been pro for like 5-6 years. Nigga ain't had no pro contract in years. So, and then too much time on his hands too. Another thing, he would get mad because in the beginning, like on the show, y'all would see Live Love, we used to be on the phone all the time before we met. Just getting to know each other. Once I met him, I feel like we didn't need to do that all the time. So the season started in October. We left the house in October. So I'm busier. And then I switched jobs. I have to go down. I do hybrid work now. So then he'll get mad because he don't talk to me on the phone. Why don't be calling me on the phone? We talk on the phone because I'm working. A man who ain't got nothing going on with his life has a lot of free time. I don't have all that free time. I'm either working, doing basketball, or catering to my damn child. I don't have no free time. So nothing used to we used to get up. We used to argue about, like, he said, you don't give me no attention. Are you a child?
Good Lord.
You come here for a week, and then one time when I knew that we really wasn't gonna work, he was like in January. I remember, like, he was annoying me so bad. I was like, I think when you start coming here, I don't need you staying this long. Give me 2 days tops, because he would start off 2 days, 3 days, then he'd stay for like a week, 10 days, 13 days, and it would be hell.
Whoa!
Just here.
That's crazy.
Wanted to go to the casino.
Giving
Wanted to get
squatter energy.
Legal in Chicago. So he just want to do FanDuel all day because in his mind he don't want no job. He want to hit on FanDuel. That's what he gets famous. And he want to.
Let's break it up. I want to read some of the questions from the fans. Okay, so Kissafit says, "What did you ever like about Cinco?"
In the beginning, I thought he was like honest, truthful, just like a guy who's laid back, which he is laid back, but the line, he's just a liar, number one. And I saw a lot of potential in him because I thought he had this. I thought he was such a great guy that everything else I can mold. Because nigga can't dress. Nigga. Listen, y'all, when I first met him, he had 4 black shirts, about 3 pair of pants, and then 2 shoes. So even during the interview process, they would be like, "Can you put on another shirt?" He's like, all I got. So I'm sending this nigga Walmart shirts, plain shirts, so he at least have something to switch into. I'm doing all that shit for him. So I'm seeing the potential, like, okay, yeah, he don't know how to dress, but I can fix that. Yeah, the nigga's teeth is fucked up, but I can get him to the dentist. We can get him into the dentist. And then when I in the house, remember what I told y'all about the way why I was sitting a certain way in the car on the first episode?
Let us
You
know.
said
This is y'all. I'm telling y'all know. I already told Kiki and Tati all this shit. Yeah, Walmart shirt. I'm not finna see him no Balenciaga shirts. Walmart.
Walmart.
hey.
Walmart. Baby, like a Dollar Tree ain't got no shirt.
Okay, but Jay, going forward, when you're dating, do you feel like you will date for potential? Are you still going to date for potential, or do you need to kind of already?
2 people in a row where I get a potential. And then, oh my God, the kicker, both of the niggas I was introduced by the same nigga Torin. Y'all saw in episode fucking 8 or 7, whatever the fuck.
Real villain. He's the real
Torin
villain.
got it out for you.
Yeah, Torin. I was gonna hook me up with his friends, and all of them be fucking frauds. So that's 2 in a row. So fuck Torin too.
Yeah.
Sorry. Fuck him.
So no potential. We're going for
No, I
God.
can't do potential no more. At least have a job. I'm not asking you to be a billionaire. I'm not asking you all that shit. I just want you to have some type of income and some type of drive. Why is your drive wanting to be pro and you ain't been pro in fucking years? And then he has all these wild ass dreams. Oh, we gonna move. When I first met him, y'all, he wanted us to live in an RV. He got us going to see RVs, driving an hour away, looking at fucking RVs. Like, nigga, I'm not gonna live in no fucking RV.
Yo, I'm driving home for brunch. I'm gonna pull over. Taki, add me back.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back. Okay. It's not safe right now.
So yeah,
I'm in Atlanta traffic.
Yes, drive safe, girl. Drive safe.
Fuck Atlanta.
Okay, let's read some of the comments. Okay, Thunder, Brad said.
So wait a minute. Okay. So he hasn't been pro in years, right? And he wanted to, be in an RV. There's a lot that Cinco did not say on this season of the Never Ever Mets. So just everybody basically fucking lied. Wow. I mean, man. Cinco, you gotta come out and say something, bro. Cause this ain't adding up. Now, I know that the editors have a great hand in how a show looks, but also too, in the words of Karen Huger, we're only judging what you give us, right? So something the Kool-Aid ain't sweet here. So let's keep going.
Said never fall for potential, period. April said not Walmart shirts. Yes, Walmart shirts. Morby said what? Y'all broke up? Yes, they broke up.
broke up.
April said you in Chicago for real. Yeah. And then Elevating Me 85 said, what dating site are you guys meeting these guys on? So she was connected through a friend, not through a dating site. And I typically don't do dating sites. I can't do that. Like it doesn't keep my interest. And then those be the guys who want to text you all day. Like,
yeah,
it's a wrap.
And also again, another thing that really want me to, made me really want to talk to him. Even though at first I did not, and I have a lot of tea for y'all. When we do YouTube, I'm gonna put the clips in because one day he read my text messages and he saw me talking shit about him to my cousin, just saying like how I'm not attracted to him. He just got a lot, like it's just not, I don't see myself in him. He read it and he was really sad about it, and that made me feel bad, and that's when we became a relationship. That's when we really was like, okay, we locking in, because I felt so bad after him reading the bad things I was saying about him, but I was like, okay, he is a nice guy, I thought.
Groupon Poppy in the chat, welcome. Yo Fave Batty said that's really ridiculous. The men this season were a whole mess. And okay, Jay, how do you feel about the fact that you basically made Cinco look like an angel? Because I thought everybody in the house, including me, I thought Cinco was like the perfect guy. I was like, Jay has the perfect guy. I was like, out of everybody, like he's the only one who wasn't trying to make you look crazy, make you look stupid. I felt like
it's because he was a liar. He was a liar. That's why. So he put on. He's like literally a wolf in sheep's. That's the worst type of guy, y'all. Sorry. I'd rather a guy be upfront with his ain't shitness, but he is a wolf, y'all. I'm telling y'all, he's calculated. And he's so laid back and like quiet and so fucking calculated. So like you'll never. But he a nigga, so niggas gonna slip up. So girl, a bitch see me. I don't never slip up, but niggas slip up because they're stupid.
April said, as an older married woman, dating for potential is not bad, but your possible potential has to be within reach. Okay, I feel that, because it has to be something that I guess at least for you on your side, you have to feel like, okay, I can see him making this happen in the next 6 months.
Yeah, and I'll say this, right? I used to be like, why in the hell do women not believe in potential? Because, women also have dreams, right? So they want their men to believe in their potential. But also, too, if a woman has herself established, right, then what makes you think she doesn't want you established, right? So I get Jay's point, but I also get that married woman's point as well, of that, you can invest in potential, but the potential has to have momentum, right? So welcome in, everybody. We are on a special midnight edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. This just dropped not too long ago. When I sent the screenshot to Gigi, it was 5 minutes. But as you can see now, let me see here. Hang on. So yeah, right here. Let me see. Show less. So as you can see here, it came out 32 minutes ago. So basically, hot content, ladies and gentlemen. So back to the video here.
Everybody said definitely made him look like an angel because baby, okay, girl, me too. She had us all fooled because even after the show, even up into the reunion, I thought Cinco was perfect. I was like,
everybody did.
It's giving you
Yeah.
flowers. He's flying out to see you. I'm like, I thought
Only reason he sent me flowers all the time because he had fucked up and I was over his ass. So he would send me flowers every single day, having his friend call me, reaching out to my mom and all type of shit because he had fucked up and I was fucking done with him. This was shortly after the fucking show. So I was done.
Yeah, Jay, what did he do that made him send you the flowers and all that? What was he trying to make up for it?
Okay. So here's the deal. So after the show, we was chilling, we was just talking. I was trying to get a DM. So look, the DM came months ago. I didn't get on this shit. And so this all gonna make sense. The DM came like a couple days after we left for the show. So I'm at home, I get a DM. It's like I fucked Cinco when he was in LA. I'm like, I fucked Bobby when he was in LA. I'm like, ain't no way, because I'm in the same we all in damn near the same hotel. We ain't even had no room. But she's sending me all this fucking evidence. I have it all on my phone, guys. Hold on.
What was the evidence?
Them fucking in the hotel bed. And I have the video. Would you guys like to see it? Or we'll get flagged.
Yo,
here it is.
Serious, Jay?
So I said, okay, so then my mind.
So this is crazy because it's like
he was talking to this girl though. So I'm thinking it was old. I'm like,
yeah,
ain't no fucking way. This ain't no way. You ready?
It's one thing.
Y'all ready?
But it's a different thing to get evidence of the cheating.
I'm talking about evidence of him saying like, I'm gonna go on this show. Somebody saw me at the gym and scouted me for the show, lying about it here on the show. I'm gonna go to LA because they want me on this show that they scouted me for. You know, they want me to be nigga. That's not how the fuck. What nigga? Who the fuck are you?
Damn.
Okay, hold on. So then this is a young girl too, so she's just a bird. Then when he was on his crying and shit, so please, he was gonna say, they ain't mean. I just knew that she would fuck me. I ain't know that me and you was after the. I realized after the show that yeah, you was serious. He blamed it on me. He said he didn't know I was serious with him, so that's why he did that to make sure. But after the show, he realized like yeah, that was his excuse. But here's the video.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that even though he said that his whatever relationship he gets into, that's his last one, he still didn't believe that this was going to be a relationship. So he screwed another woman to test you to see if you were still down with him. Ooh, child. Let's roll on.
Yeah, one moment.
Catering to him, you was doing everything for that man. So I feel like
we don't get flagged, Tati. You want to see the video?
Should
I do a clip? What y'all want in the comments? Y'all want to see the video?
Put one in the chat if you want to see the video.
Y'all want to see the video?
Okay, and then while we're waiting for the votes to come in, let's read some of these comments. Elevating Me 85 said the guy who was genuine was the first one that left. So that was Irvin. I believe Irvin really did like Alicia. Okay, let's see. I was praising y'all's communication together. Okay. She said I was praising y'all's communication together and baby, you protected the hell out of his image. That's what I'm saying. Even you not spilling the tea like when you got the receipts, because you already know I'm a crash out. So I would have been posted the fucking receipts.
I was just done. I didn't really like him like that. It was still new. It was still new to me. Like I just got to show this man, granted, but I don't really like head over heels for this nigga.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just like, oh, okay, go do your thing.
Y'all know me. I would have been like, he was cheating. I would have had 10 videos talking about it, crying and everything. Okay, Elevator Me said, nah, he was messy on the show. I seen it. And then Maura Bree said no. And then she said he wild for that. And then what kind of low rent lady would do that? Damn. Somebody said yes. Okay, they put ones in the chat. We got 2 ones in the chat. They said video, please. Is it like explicit or like soft P or PP? So it looked like they voted to see the receipts. Let me see. It looked like Jay is frozen. Let me know. Your favorite baddie said, Tati girl, I was heated watching how your situation unfold. Girl, I was heated too. And then I was even more heated after. Because I was just like, why do niggas play all day on your head top? Why did they do that?
I just want to say this, okay? I just want to say this. All men are not bad, just like all women aren't bad. It's the individual that you date that may be bad, right? It's the person you pick. So I just wanted to say that real quick, okay? All right, rolling on it. Oh, Lord, here we go.
Especially when you're being nice. You know what pissed me off is the fact that even though you guys see me really like being nice to Clay, I feel like I'm not that accessible in real life. Like it's actually pretty hard for a guy to even be in my vicinity. Like it's not an easy thing. So for me to really put my all into some shit and then he played you like that was crazy. April said, but it was given that you were there to get your final payment though. I was trying to get mine. I know that. Okay, it says, I don't know why it won't let me request. Okay, let me try to request you, Kiki.
Here's some of the stuff that was sent to me. She sent me like 20 messages.
Oh,
This is like 20 messages she sent me of their relationship.
What? How long did she say talking?
Is that porn?
She said
no.
so they had stopped talking. So he ain't seen her since January of 2024. So she a young girl, you know, she's slow, like but he never wanted to be with her. He just was fucking her. And she live in LA because it's one of his old best friend's sister. Like, why you fucking your and that him and his friend ain't even cool no more because of this. Like, nigga, out of every bitch in the world, you gonna fuck your best friend with sister, you fucking pervert. Anyway, so of course she crashed out, but she young. So she found me and was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, so she sent me the video and I'm like, this shit old because I knew he was talking to her, but this is old. So I'm like, hold on, this actually this doesn't like a hotel. Just send me the text messages of him telling her what hotel he was in, where to park at, the real number. I'm like, nigga, this is exactly the hotel we was at. Like, it ain't no line. He finally confessed to it. So she crashing out. He mad because I'm blocking him. Like, nigga, I'm done. Like, that's all I have to see. You a day before coming to the show?
That's really wild.
Wow. That's asking me. Really and he don't go to the doctor. Let's talk about that too. And I'm wondering, I mean, one time, see, look, I got so much tea for y'all, but you ain't gonna be throwing up my pH balance and then blaming on the soap you use, bitch.
Or the soap.
So here's the thing, right? With the Never Ever Mets, like I said, these are 7 couples who have been dating virtually, but they've never met in real life, right? So they are at a hotel, right? So like the men are on one floor, the women are on another floor. So it's like one floor separation floor, right? So pretend this is the men's floor, separation, women's floor, vice versa. Women's floor, separation, men's floor. So they are not supposed to see each other, right? Because they are supposed to be, they're supposed to be meeting in real life for the first time. That's the premise of the whole show. This is a little toxic. Let's keep going.
Exactly, but go to the doctor. He don't go to the doctor or dentist. Go to the doctor. See, me, I'm a doctor. I go to the doctor all the time. So this just is, so y'all want to. I don't want us to get flagged, but can I show this? Or at least a couple seconds.
Live. All right, it's live. So
okay.
Hey, exclusive. Y'all heard it here first on Two Sugars One Shot. Make sure that if there's any reposts,
couple seconds of it.
Our YouTube page. Whoa!
Oh! I'm proud.
Hope y'all
saw like cakes though. Her body was looking tea. I ain't gonna lie.
She got ass. Y'all want me to tag her?
Yo, this is the craziest podcast.
Y'all know,
this is wild.
I'm gonna come with the receipts. I have to come.
Now she did say she had to cut out the video. First of all, she bold. She real bold. She really bold, child. She bold. She is bold. She is bold. She is bold. She is bold. Okay. Ooh, Lord, that's a bold one. I'm sorry, y'all. Where are we right now? Like mentally, is everybody doing okay? Let's roll on.
Because people, I don't lie.
It's the fact
So,
that
yeah.
he's recording it. Why
That's
was
what
watching it?
I said. I said, nigga, you recording it. You stupid idiot. Oh, y'all, he was, I can show the text message. He was crazy. I was so done with him. He had his friend, the one who was on the show, touring. Man, can you just answer the phone with this nigga? I'm so sick of nigga calling me, crying. I'm like, fuck your friend. He got me, because I get niggas.
Brie, guess that Cinco. Brico X said, what's that Cinco? Guess that was Cinco.
Yeah, that was
on
Cinco.
day at the hotel that we was at for filming.
At the hotel that Owen paid for coming on the show to meet me. And then you want to show talking about all that. Then look, he blamed it on because in the summertime I was doing my thing, but I was single. Once we got a relationship, I haven't done anything. Y'all haven't F nobody else. But he think it don't matter. But on the show, you told Kiki that if she was not in a relationship, it wasn't cheating with Brandon, even though she was doing her own thing. So, but it don't matter because
that.
you.
And you know what?
I brought that up, you know.
Do that because Jay finds out everything. There's nothing that's gonna happen that Jay is not gonna.
So look. Fast forward, he in Arizona. He's talking about this Arizona trip that we want to go on. I'm like, nigga, you didn't have no money to go to Arizona. He in Arizona with some bitch, and then his friend Torrin, and then the Torrin's wife. So they all wanna, and of course I found out. Because I found out everything. He ain't got nothing to say because he's fucking. Every time he get exposed, he don't know what to say.
Couples trip. Oh
now
no, bro.
On my phone recording something. I'm gonna come out there and yeah. You had me because we broke up because he claimed I didn't.
Wait a minute. So he's with somebody on the Arizona trip?
Yeah, he claimed he's not.
He's using her money. This is why she crashed out.
Of course.
That's why she crashed out. I would be.
Y'all gotta understand.
First of all, Kiki's face. Like, hang on. Y'all see Kiki's face? She like, oh shit. Like, this is happening. Oh my God. Cinco, bro. Like, oh my God. This is bad. I mean, I wasn't there for the first live, right? So I didn't see the full video, right? But that was Cinco's hair, you know what I mean? But to use another woman's money for a trip when you ain't got your own, but yet you saying that you want to give your woman the world, but yet denying your woman by fucking another woman, which you fucked your best friend's sister. Let's roll on.
That because I don't care. Be single, but give me my money.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So that's how he got the money to go on the trip. It's not his money.
Yeah, and then I think the girl, he's probably using the girl too. Money.
Oh, her a comma. A comma.
Yeah, a comma.
Cinco.
So y'all go to Cinco page. Cinco got game. Tell that bitch to give me my fucking money before I have somebody do it to his ass.
Man.
Oh.
The fact that he's on your money.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he probably had to. I ain't gonna lie. He probably had to bitch to somebody too. I was talking to him today, but he was on the fucking flight. Like he's so. He thinks he's so slick and he's so sneaky. Like he'll say, how many people you had at your spot? I know you've been going down there, you've been an F. No, I haven't. I'm making my money out of my business. I ain't been doing shit. You know, I'm getting over this little breakup. It took a toll on me. So you're lying because somebody in the comments said I've been seeing him at the gym for a whole year with a bitch every fucking morning at the gym in Douglasville. So you a fucking liar.
That's crazy.
She commented on OMFG. Girl, you nigga said that shit.
Because you be knowing every.
I was like, oh. So look, other day last week, my friend sent me a text. I just seen your boyfriend. I said, that ain't my fucking boyfriend. When he on a date, she said, I don't know if he got an all black. Nigga taking odd job, instead of getting a real job. He said doing DoorDash and doing security at some place called Rose and what's it called? Kiki's Backyard. What's it called?
What? More brief. He said Cinco one of them ATL scammers.
No, he ain't no scammer because he broke. He a motherfucker who try to live off somebody and try to say, I got all these dreams and plans, but he ain't got shit going on but living in his daddy basement and getting treated like a little ass fucking boy. Called me the other week mad at me because his daddy went off on him, telling him, you need to do something with your fucking life. But you mad at me, talking about, don't nobody care about me. And every time somebody do something to me, they throw it in my face. Nigga, your daddy telling you the truth. That's why
We're taking it, not odd job.
So here's the thing, right? if your dad is telling you, bro, you doing way too much and you need to own your shit, you have probably done this shit way too much and your dad has let shit slide. But when dads and moms get fed up with their kids, there ain't no going back, right? So, not to mention too, you were not dating, but you were hanging out with a woman at the gym in Douglasville, Georgia every morning for a year. And then you went on a date with another woman? Now, there's nothing wrong working security and DoorDash, right? Now, Jay got on to, about DoorDash earlier in the live that, me and Gigi and some others, were watching. And there's nothing wrong with DoorDash. I mean, there are people that do DoorDash from 9 to 5 and they make some good bank depending on the area, right? If you're out in California, if you're out in New York, if you're out in Miami, there's some food spots that people don't want to go to. And so you could be a regular schmegular, driver and make some bank. So, a job is a job as long as you're not hurting anybody and it's legal and it clears, right? But, oh, look, Jay, not Jay, but Cinco. And Jay, you said what you said on social media to the fans too. So you a little bit of a loose cannon. But with this, I can kind of understand why you are feeling the way that you feel. Let's roll on.
It's called Rose and
Cinco.
Hi.
Oh,
Work there at security. So
okay.
Pull up to Rose and Ryan and slap that nigga for me before I go out there and do it.
I mean, I can do that for you.
Yeah, that's what
KK! Oh no, not the sweet, kind, sensible KK. She said, I can do that for you. Like, can we go back? Like, let's hear Kiki say this. Okay, here we go.
It's called Rose and
Cinco.
Hi.
Oh,
work there at security. So
okay.
Pull up to Rose and Ryan and slap that nigga for me before I go out there and do it.
I mean, I can do that for you.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
Pull up to Rose and Ryan and slap that nigga for me before I go out there and do it.
I mean, I can do that for you.
Yeah, that's what
I might have to jump, but I got you.
And y'all want to talk about that too, the smacking and how he gets so mad he just want to hurt all that shit too.
I'm really like just hearing all of this about Cinco, that because I didn't know that, but even when you first started like dropping little Cinco issues,
Remember, I was telling y'all,
like,
it was some months ago. I put on
he,
my close friends, how he was talking to me. Remember, it was some months ago, right after the reunion. It was I put a collage of him calling me every name in the book. Remember that shit? Y'all was like, that was Cinco? Yeah, that's Cinco.
Bree X says, so he didn't go play ball overseas?
Hell no.
And then your favorite baddie said, too old for hopes and dreams without no work. Crazy in all caps.
Yeah.
Not your favorite fat baddie. Love that.
All he do is dream, y'all. He want this life but don't want to work. I'm talking about, I didn't apply to over 400 jobs for him in the past 3 months.
She did. We would be.
Whoa. Wait a damn minute. Now listen, I can't tell you how many jobs I've applied for. I've lost count. I think I might have applied to over 50 jobs maybe. But you mean to tell me that Jay has applied to over 100 jobs on your behalf and you can't do your own resume either, bro? Like this ain't looking good for you. Like dude, if you want the job, you gotta put in the work. Like with this YouTube channel, bro, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody else doing this channel but me. I got my my people, Gigi Nah, my main man Q, talk with Solana, T-Talk with your girl, shout out to her. I'm Somali Queen, she came through one time for a collab. So, I've collabed with people before, but on a regular schmegular basis, in terms of who operates this motherfucker, who owns this motherfucker, and who pounds the virtual pavement day after day, night after night, hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second, millisecond by millisecond, a millisecond. That's this motherfucker right here. So I just, bro, Cinco, you had a woman do 100 applications on your behalf when this woman is a single mom, coaches basketball, and has got a full-time job. Ooh, let's roll on.
She'll be on the job and she applying to jobs for him.
Yeah. I don't think y'all understand. So I'm just still trying to help this nigga. Even after we broke up, I'm like, this nigga needs some money. Like, I really want him to just, he's really like, I don't want to, he get depressed and shit. So he's talking about, I don't want to go back into depression. I'm trying to help this nigga find a job, but he just don't want to work for nobody. He wants to fucking hit on FanDuel or get signed. It ain't happening for both niggas. Go work at McDonald's.
All about that he really slapped you, and then Godiva Chum said that he slapped you.
Yes.
Damn.
Okay, now Cinco, bruh, you cannot slap. You cannot do that, bro. That's uncalled for. It's disrespectful, and it doesn't help anybody, bro. You cannot slap, bro. I do not give a flying fuck how hard she's doing it to you. You get in your car, or if you feel like you are going to have rage while you driving, not rage driving, but as you're driving, you're feeling a rage coming over you, say to a friend, hey, listen, I know it's midnight, but bro, I need you to come get me because she is going in. Let that friend make it do what do, or better yet, you get an Uber and say, listen, I'll pay you $200. Drive me around for 2 hours. Okay? And you make it do what it do, but you don't slap it. That no. You cannot do that. No. No.
100%, yes. We was in the car and I was talking my shit, but y'all know I got a smart mouth. But okay, I just be talking shit sometimes.
Right to put his hands
and
on
he's driving. I'm in the passenger. He just boom, my head hit the fucking window, and he's like, I didn't even hit you that hard. Why would you even do it in the first place? Had my lip and shit all fucked up. I said, you got me fucked up.
No, but I was telling them, I was like, we were both. Didn't we think he was perfect? Even like up to the reunion, we thought he was perfect because JB protected him so hard. She didn't even tell us.
No, I didn't say shit. I didn't tell her this. They first time hearing about this shit because I didn't wait on y'all. I got text messages and me telling him like I'm exposing this shit. Like I'm gonna expose. I said let's try to milk it and do a little channel. Y'all see the JSC Go Instagram page. We was gonna try to milk it, do some social media shit. But at a certain point, I'm like I can't take this nigga no more. I can't do this shit no more because he's a lying son of a bitch. And I know he's lying. He always accusing me of lying. When I went to the game, he texted me, who you go to the game with? I know he's on a date. I'm like, nigga, and then a whole time you planning the date right now to Arizona because your bitch ass birthday tomorrow. What the fuck you celebrating? Jay, I just want to go. I just want some new scenery. I just want to go with the guys. You're lying. But be honest. What you owe me? If it was, I would have spent. I ain't gonna lie, I'm going with somebody. I'm not your bitch. Be honest. But you've been lying this whole time. That's what really pissed me off, y'all. You're lying. Talking about it's just gonna be me, Torn, and BG. We going out there and chill. What? Lying. So then I called out his fucking friend Torn too. I said, so you knew about this? I don't know nothing with my wife. Bitch. I ain't gonna call my his name. But you knew. You know you knew. Because y'all all put this together. So don't act stupid. Don't act. I hate when niggas.
Okay. Now I don't know Torrent. Okay, from a can of paint. I don't. But let me say this, right? There are some men that they really do drink their water, mind their black-owned business, and move accordingly. Okay, so because listen, I got some friends that listen. I don't know ish until I get a call. Okay, sincerely. I go to work, I come home, I do the Aunts Collab, I do YouTube, I talk to who I talk to, and that's it. I keep my life simplistic because it keeps my peace leveled. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Okay, I feel Jay's energy though because it's just like, if Torrent has introduced Jay to two dudes that he knows, and he knows that these guys have tendencies to be this tragic in their mediocrity, it's not the move. It's not the move. Hey, everybody, welcome and glad to have you here. So if you're wondering what's going on, listen, this came out 57 minutes ago, okay? So I'm literally up making it do what it do. Oh my God, Jada on the Rocks with Jada interviewed Kiki from the Never Ever Met. Shout out to on the Rocks with Jada, and also shout out to Millie China. I saw your outfit. Listen, you know you want to ride. Boom! Let me be good to you. Let me tell you, Millie Chung could get it from men and women. Okay, she that fine. Shout out to Millie Chung TV. Moving on, y'all. This a lot. Cinco, where's your response at, bro? Let's roll
That's
on.
why I hate niggas and they fucking friends, because they all take up for each other, but they all is pieces of shit.
He deserves to look sad at the reunion.
Yeah. Because he lost the best thing, because Jay did so much for him. She literally up until like a week or two ago. Applying for jobs, giving
last week.
And then you come stay at her house for like 2 weeks at a time. That's crazy.
Living free.
Be around her son.
Yeah.
And you fucking lying.
And that's what makes me mad, y'all. So half my son really, because I don't let people meet my fucking son, but he was so, after that little shit happened, he was just so adamant. I want to be this boy's dad. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let him he's a good guy as I thought. So now you got my son loving you, saying I want him to be my daddy and shit. No, he does have a father, an active father.
Yeah.
It's just like, you do all this shit and you want to try to be sneaky, because y'all see the girl say he at the gym every morning with a bitch.
No, and you don't. That's what really hurts me, because as a mom, like, ooh, do not get my son involved in some bullshit. If you know you about to play with me, do not fucking interact with my son like that, because you know you're not around.
That's what makes me mad.
Hate you for real. Because...
And I was not. And let's talk about it. When I first saw him, when I came across his face, I did not want to talk to him because he was not attractive to me. I like darker skinned, bigger guys. He was really funny looking to me, and I said all this, and he read all the things I said about him. And I have text messages of him saying, when I read all that shit you was saying about me, because again, he used to take my phone all the time, y'all, because he's very insecure about himself. Number one, because he broke. Number two, he hate his teeth. He just very insecure. He's funny looking as fuck, but him being a good guy outweighs it, as I thought. So I'm like, fuck it. I can help his wardrobe. I can get him to the dentist and shit, whatever. But yeah, he doesn't have that much self-esteem. So I used to compare him to niggas. He used to hate that shit. I'm like, Chicago niggas don't act like this. Like, your self is like, you always taking my phone and tell them to share your screen, but the whole time you doing your own thing in Atlanta in your daddy basement.
All About You gift said, I was praying you didn't pick up and move to ATL. K. Kariba said, I ain't applying for no jobs for nobody. He's a grown man. My son 19 and applied for his own jobs. Same. Yo, favorite baddie. Can't believe he was hard up on you about moving to ATL. Whole time had nothing in caps to offer. Exclamation point, exclamation point. That's crazy. Man. And then somebody said, comparing him to other men is crazy. LOL. And then Outspoken Diva said, if it wasn't for the fact that he owes you commas, I would say delete and block. No, exactly. Like, to me, the most diabolical things that you have shared today is him, like, really, like, getting close to your son, knowing that he's doing all this and was cheating basically the whole time. And then the second thing is owing you so much fucking money. And I really don't play about.
So, apparently this is Cinco dropping rose petals for that woman these are rose petals that Cinco dropped down for the woman that he was screwing at the hotel that OWN paid for, allegedly.
Oh yeah, and the slap is crazy. And then on top of that, oh my God, just owing you money knowing that you're a mom. I don't like it when people take advantage of moms. Like, that's
luckily I'm not broke, because I would really feel away, but give me my money. Look, after Apollo, he flew out, because look, I was done with him, y'all. Like, when he came to Chicago, after I found out about that shit, I was done. He flew out here and had his friend pick him up in the airport, drop him off at my house. Like, I was done. I looked up, the nigga walking in my door, in my bedroom, and I'm laying down because I had cramps. I'm like,
so apparently that set up, my bad, y'all. Now, like I said, we're live on tour. This is my first time seeing it. Literally came out an hour ago. Okay, so fresh content. Okay. So it looks like that scene there that we saw with the rose petals, apparently that was for Jay, not for the woman that he was screwing. Okay. Check that. Oh, okay.
All About You gift says, I was praying you didn't pick up and move to ATL. Oh my God, just owing you money knowing that you're a mom. I don't like it when people take advantage of moms. Like, that's
luckily I'm not broke, because I would really feel away, but give me my money. Look, after Apollo, he flew out, because look, I was done with him, y'all. Like, when he came to Chicago, after I found out about that shit, I was done.
Hey, so bless. By the way, So Blessed did a
I was
great
done. I
music
look up
score
and nigga walking in
tonight.
my door,
Great
in my
score.
bedroom, and I'm laying down because I had cramps. I'm like,
Oh,
then he doing all this balloon shit. I love you. All this bullshit, nigga. What? Just for me to be like, okay, fuck.
First of all, I don't give a damn if we know each other, okay? I need to know you coming to my place. You don't just walk into somebody's place like you own it. No. This is a lot. Okay, I am flabber gulped. Okay, all right, let's roll.
Because I let him make a mistake. Because again, it was just a bitch. He just fucked. Ain't like he was like, men can cheat and fuck without having no feelings. We all know that shit. So I'm like, okay, I give the benefit of the doubt because we still knew, and I was still doing my thing this whole summer. I was single, I was still doing my thing. Mm-hmm. But nah, he yeah. But then he blames it on me. Everything that happened with us, he blamed on me because I didn't show him enough love. I did on the show, affection. Sorry, I can't be all up under you when I have a whole fucking house to run.
And the way that you saying he didn't even deserve it because he out here doing his whole thing. He was doing his thing the whole time.
Yeah, and I want to know it until I know I found out everything. Yeah. But he's telling me that when my followers go up, you went down that fast, your followers went up back too. He's fucking crazy because of shit that he
Hey, my man, good to see you. Yes, this is a hot mess.
I'm trying not to get upset, y'all, because I would really crash out. I even text his daddy, y'all. I text his motherfucking daddy and his stepmama. That's about y'all. I can't wait till his daddy kick his ass out so he land back from fucking Arizona. Because daddy already was threatening to kick him out. The shit I sent his daddy, kick that nigga out. He disrespect you, your wife, y'all got him living rent free. That funky ass fucking basement.
Yep.
So after the evidence, I think this is Josh. Is this you, brother? If this is you, let me know. And if you want to come up, you don't have to cam up, man. You can have your camera off. So after Jay showed the evidence of the text messages of Cinco and this girl that was his best friend's sister that he was fucking. The text messages of them talking, the fucking video, and everything that's happened between Jay and Cinco, and the fact that he's in Arizona with somebody else, bro, it's done the same thing to me. It's shown my thing. I'm just like, what the actual hell? But YouTube is YouTubing. Do you want to come up? Just let me know, bro. I'll bring you up. Thank you, love you, and appreciate you as always, man. Glad to have you here. So after all that, Jay sends the text messages, knowing that the dad was threatening to kick him out. I gotta agree with Jay here. If my son did a fifth quarter or a half of that, motherfucker, you better be lucky I am famous and I gotta deal with Embassy Suite Hotels. I'm gonna put you up at Embassy Suites Hotel. I'm gonna put you up for you know what? I'm gonna get, okay, I got you, brother. I'm gonna give you, and like I said, you do not have to cam up, brother. I'm literally camming up because it's breaking news, and literally it came out about an hour ago. Let me show y'all here. It literally came out an hour ago, right? So whenever it's breaking news, I believe if you're breaking it, you need to have your face up so that way people can, know who it is. So that way, nobody can take the credit from you or anything like that. So I'm the first one probably to, talk about this because it came out in the middle of the night. But my son did fifth quarter, half of that. Yeah, you going to Embassy Suites. I'm gonna put you up there for 6 months. I'm gonna let you detox and de-cleanse and all that shit. But also too, as you're doing that, you're gonna clean up the bed every day. You're gonna make sure you are treating that hotel staff with fucking respect. Me and thick mama are trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Josh, welcome in, good sir. What the fuck is this? Y'all didn't have this shit season 1, bro. I mean, the three thing, Shay and Jody, yeah, that happened, but bro, it was not to this magnitude. What's good with you? Welcome in. Glad to have you here.
Can you hear me? Hold on.
Loud and clear, good sir. No, you're good, man. Okay. But this is crazy. I'm gonna play out the whole clip, y'all. Okay. Let's roll on. The chat.
Kiki, your background.
Huh?
I hear beeping. Damn, Kiki. Any other questions? I know it's a lot with me, Cinco, Brandon situation, Chris and Tati and Clay. It's a lot going on, y'all. We're gonna touch on all of this today on this right here, this live. We're gonna focus on just this Cinco breakup, but we have everything coming. So y'all have to make sure to follow the Instagram page and YouTube page so y'all can, because we're gonna be doing these lives.
And it's the same on Two Sugars, One Shot. Every YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everything's the same. So just follow us. Okay, and then so yeah, you guys, if you guys
Can you hear me?
now,
Yes,
it's kind of
yeah,
just
loud
a
and
few
clear,
questions. So
sir.
make sure you guys watch the
No
video.
problem. Sir, what's good with you? I'm just like, I'm just chilling, just trying to rest, minding my own business. And they said that they were going to drop this sometime soon. And I'm just like, what the hell? It comes out in the middle of the night. I'm like, Lord Jesus, I got to do a special tour.
Well, I know I seen something a little bit earlier on
Yes.
Facebook, and I was just kind of reading along with it, but I hadn't watched any of the videos.
Right. They went live like at like 1 p.m. Eastern while I was at work, but then the gag is they posted like 3 hours ago. So I'm just like, this would have been nice for like a Saturday post, so we could at least have 24 hours to know about it, because they went live today. Tatiana, no, it was Kiki and Jay. They went live today, and so me and Gigi. I missed a call from Gigi. Got in the house after work, a long day at work. Got in the house, missed a call from Gigi. Called her back. We caught up, and she sent me a video of, it was Tatiana and Jay talking. And so then I see Jay going live. I'm like, you want to go live? And we went live, and we were on for 4 hours and making it do what it do. So I'm like, hell, since I'm watching the IG live, let me just go in and say, hey. And Alexis, she asked, like, there was porn, and I said allegedly yes, and Jay got upset with me. She's like, no, nigga, there's no allegedly here. I'm like, I wasn't here for the live. I was at work. Do you want me to say something that ain't true? Because first of all, toss away K. Okay, I broke out this motherfucking show on YouTube first before the Oprah Winfrey Network did. So I have carte blanche. Okay, listen, check the receipts before you ask about me. Sincerely, but I said allegedly because I wasn't there. So we saw, the very short snippet of it. But I don't think Jay gets that saying allegedly doesn't mean that it wasn't true. It's just covering your ass.
Right.
Like she don't get that this show was talked about season 1. She don't get that this already has a big enough. This fandom is already big as it is. I mean, like I said before, you and Jody and Shay and this threesome thing. And of course, you guys and Aaron H and Diamond, but that passed though eventually. It wasn't on this magnitude.
No, I mean, not well. I'll say this. Our drama, it went on during while the show was actually running, but by the time the show ended, that's when it about died down.
Right.
And it seems like theirs is picking up once the show ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Child, let's finish out this, and then I'll turn off my camera, and then we'll talk about everything, child. Because and Josh already, I literally texted Gigi. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna read the messages just to let you guys know how real it is, right? So I'm literally up. I sent this at 2:26 a.m. Hey, they dropped in the middle of the night. Who did? This is Gigi. Two sugars, one shot. What the fuck? And then I showed her. Then I showed her the screenshot that came out like 6 minutes ago. And then I said, I'm about to go live because I ain't got no views. I'm up anyway. So you don't have to come up if you want to just have it on the background to give it the view because it is late on the East Coast. And I don't know what time it is over in Cali, but still, it's probably late. I said, and then I said, this don't make no sense. They had all day and they want to do this shit. And then Gigi said she'll go on when she gets home. And then I said to her,
I will say, I think from what I saw earlier, though, I think they did it earlier, and then I think I saw on Facebook that Jay said she was gonna download it and then she was gonna upload it to YouTube. So this is probably what this is. I'm assuming.
Yeah, this is what I think. This was the live that was at 1:00 because she did say on the live, when me and Gigi were watching, that she said she had to cut out that graphic content. I'm saying that very kindly and calmly and very, very surface level, ladies and gentlemen.
So what was the graphic content? Because like I said, I'm still out of the loop. Like I've only read comments. I didn't watch anything, so I'm still kind of at the loop.
So you remember the hotel that you guys were at before the show? You know, to keep everybody separated from everybody,
Right.
so that way the show could be real. Well, apparently, Cinco was fucking a woman at that hotel, telling her where to park and all this. Which I don't believe you can do that because this is called the Never Ever Mets, where if your virtual connection can make it to real life, so they wanted to be authentic. And Jay showed, a snippet, but she cut it out, obviously, because you upload to YouTube. There's certain guys. Instagram, you could show it. Like it is what it is. It's live. They ain't got no regulation. But when you come to YouTube, there's a thing called AdSense, right? So you gotta follow the line. But yeah, that happened. And I'm just like, okay, first of all, who on the production team did this shit?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, like the hotel thing. It's because I don't know what their rules were, because I'm sure it's a little different than ours, because ours around COVID time, so we had a little different than them. I'm pretty sure, but like we wasn't allowed to have weed while we was there,
Right.
but California delivers weed, so I had my weed delivered to me at the hotel room. So there's a way to get shit done. Because because like the producers, it's not like they're checking on you. They'll come by, maybe once or twice a day. They have like a little food budget, but that's outside of that, you don't see them. So yeah, as long as you don't get, and then late at night, they gone in a way. They don't stay the producers don't stay at the hotel at night. They'll stay at a certain time and then they end up leaving. So there's ways for stuff to happen. There's nobody just standing outside your door babysitting you and nothing like that. So,
and by the way,
it's definitely possible.
No, for sure. And by the way, y'all, for those of you who are wondering who this is Josh from season 1. Like I said before, season 1, this brother right here broke the show out on YouTube before OWN dropped the trailer. Okay, it was to the point where I was on Virtual Tour Live. I'll give y'all the story real quick, and then we'll finish out this clip or finish out the video here. So, to this, I'm about to answer this question right here. I'm so blessed. So basically, I was on Braylon's Virtual Tour Live, making it do what it do, and I'm just on my phone, and I see this post from on their Instagram page about the Never Ever Mets. I'm like, oh, this is a new show. Okay, cool. So then I go to today.com. They got the exclusive. I watched the trailer. I'm loving it, right? So after all that, what I decided to do is, okay, we're going to talk about this. Literally added to the show. And that show is still up, but it's not monetized because I showed the trailer. Okay. And then I made a video on it, right? So then Aaron H., who's a cast member of this show, he saw it. And then Josh saw it, but I didn't know Josh was a part of the show until I looked at my DMs And I was like, oh my God, okay, these people actually like they found me somehow. So that's how me and Josh stayed connected. Season one. So to give so blessing everybody the background of the show. So the Never Ever Mets are about 7 couples who have dated virtually, but they've never met in real life. So OWN brought virtual reality, virtual dating into real life. And these couples were in the house for 3 weeks, and through different activities and workshops and, counseling, they tried to see if their connection could work out in real life, right? So that's the premise of the show. So yeah, and I interviewed Aaron H. and Diamond. Millie, I got that connection set up by OWN. And then Josh, me and Josh, we developed our own brotherhood after the show and during the show. And Josh actually joined us for the finale of season 1 and gave us some inside tea. And also too, Aaron H. and Diamond joined us as well. And gave us some tea as well. So when I tell y'all, and Josh will let y'all know, when I tell y'all I broke out this show on YouTube, the receipts on my community. I don't play about my business. Like and Josh, you can take it from there about your testimony with me and everything and Gigi. But like I don't play. Like to break out a whole new show before the network breaks out the show, that never happens.
Yep.
In the world of social media. Go ahead, Josh.
I mean, yeah, just like you said, just like I said, when they told us, they sent us the email letting us know that they was going to announce the show coming up and the trailer was going to drop and everything. And so I got to searching on YouTube or Google just to see if anybody was talking about it, and your page was the first thing that popped up. And like I said, it had to have been probably a day or two, maybe a couple of days before they actually announced it on today's website. So yeah, and I saw you was talking about it up first. So like I said, I hit you up on Instagram, and I said once you realized it was me, you hit back, and like I said, we talked a little bit. I like how you ran your show and how you did. Like I said, we just kind of connected from there, and I guess 2 years later, I'm still keeping up with you and watching your shows and everything, and you still covering these shows. So, like I said, man, it's been you're a pretty good person, man. So it's been good doing this with you and just seeing you discuss everything about it and stuff, and especially like I said, in a way where you like what you're saying, gray space, peace,
yes,
great. I'm saying it right, but yeah.
No, you're all good, brother. I always say love, grace, and space. Absolutely. Yep.
All right. So I say I like, because I say it's for somebody who this is new to me as far as reality TV shows and even seeing reviews, videos, and everything of this nature. All this is new to me. So just to see the way you run your show versus some of the other YouTube people I see, like I said, that's what drew me to your page more than some of these other ones, because it's in your case, you're not about just being messy and keeping up with drama. It's news, it's your job, it's a passion, and like I said, and you're very respectful from day one. So
thank you, man. I truly appreciate that, because here's the thing: if you don't showcase yourself approved, then other people will disapprove. And when it comes to the social element of the show, because me and Gigi talked about this earlier today, Josh and everybody, how social media is becoming bigger than the show itself in recent years, right? And to everything that Josh so articulately stated, I'm not just saying that because he said that. I did not pay him to say that. He has been around me and Gigi enough to see us and engage with us behind the scenes, that if that brother did not believe that, he would not say that shit to y'all. Like me and Josh,
you better know it.
Same thought. Okay, we both from the South. We say what we mean and mean what we say. But also too, when we talk about the Never Ever Mets or any show, we talk about from a commonsensical point of view. Now, of course, we give you the media game behind it more than other channels. Because let me tell you, it's one thing to be on a press junket, and yes, that's a huge deal. But to give the behind the scene production shit, that's a whole nother layer that not everybody knows about. So,
right.
like I said, stagnant princes and princesses can't compete with progressive kings and queens. But that's neither here nor there, child. But anyway, with that being said, the only time that we ever talk about social media in the show is when something like this happens. That's the only time. Because when you stick to the show, it keeps your review copacetic. It keeps it level-headed, and it's easy for the audience to follow along. But when you're bringing social media into every show, it waters down the experience. But with this, because guess what? This is after the show. They broke up. So we're not utilizing social media to tear down the show. They're releasing this that relates to the show.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a method to this shit. Good Lord Jesus. It's the fact that they dropped in the middle of the night for me, child. I don't know. Let's finish this out, and then I'm going to turn off my camera, and then we'll just be here chilling. And Gigi, she says she'll be live when she get home. I'm like, child, I'm going to be up for a good minute. So let's make it do what it do.
Share the replay.
The replay gonna be crazy. I know somebody gonna screen grab that video, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, screen grab the video, share. That's fine. Just tag us and give us credit. So we'll be back on Sundays, okay? We might go live again later today. Yep. It's more settled. But I'm about to go to a dance class in a little bit, and I'm gonna get my day started, and I have some things to do. But what's going on with Tati and Chris? Tune in at 3 o'clock to my Instagram. Me and Chris are supposed to go live. So, all right, y'all. That man fine. That's what's
exactly. He was the best looking guy on the show.
Yeah, no, for real. Like when
his personality.
I was like, yeah. But yeah,
his personality too.
Yeah. Tune in. Everybody who's just coming in, watch the replay. Make sure you follow us on our individual pages. Make sure that you're locked in on our 2 Sugars 1 Shot. So if you're not following our podcast page, please get on the podcast page. Yeah, anything else you want to share, Jay, before we go?
I'm trying to see. I mean, here's a video of me doing his fucking toes. Like I did my job as a fucking girlfriend. Okay,
as girlfriend. Like,
I did my fucking job, but
nigga, I would be trying to date Jay because she's gonna take care of you. Like she be taking care of her man. So cooking, cleaning, doing hair, pedicures, manicures, all of that shit. She had that nigga looking right.
Yeah,
making sure he had
wardrobe, shoes, and shit.
She was a stylist. She was the everything. So I know that y'all be giving Jay heat. Like probably not the people who are watching this, but the people who are, just casually watch the show. I know y'all be giving her hate, but y'all please give her grace because y'all.
But the only reason they hate me is because they think Cinco. You gotta remember, they think Cinco is such a good guy. They think I don't deserve.
Yeah,
that's why.
But it was also some shit that you said on the Reddit, child. Like,
yeah, that's what I was about to say. That hate is more so the shit that she said.
Exactly. You're not innocent in this shit. Like, you said to me today, Jay, there ain't no allegedly, nigga. I'm like, I'm saving my ass. Like, was it there? Because here's the thing, Jay, when you said, and I quote, that you could care less about Taronda and that it shouldn't even be Emmy nominated and shit. Child, listen, for you to say what you said about that, Cinco needed the money. Child, if you didn't need the money or the clout, you wouldn't be going on this show.
Mm-hmm.
And this, platform that y'all trying to create would not have happened had you not went on the show. So you have the right to feel the way you feel, and what you said about Cinco is not cool, right? And I'm talking about what Cinco did, because that shit was not cool for him to do what he did to you. But however, you ain't innocent either, okay? Finishing out the shit.
I'm getting that. Hey,
the full story shit. We didn't even know the full story.
No one knew.
Me and Kiki didn't even fucking know. Even in the house, everything looked perfect. They
didn't know that I was taking that nigga damn near every day into that closet, cursing his ass the fuck out, threatening to leave his fucking shit. I'm like, I can go back to my fucking son. I'm gonna be in this bitch ass house.
Okay, see what I'm gonna need y'all to do is, can you put the uncensored versions on Discovery Plus the next day? Because Hello, context, conjecture, connection. That's all we're asking for. Let's roll on.
These people, I'm not gonna talk about this money, nigga. You need the money. Don't play with me.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys want to know more, if you guys have any more questions, just make sure that you leave them. Send us an DM, and the next time we go live, we'll let y'all know. Our schedules is on Sunday, so every Sunday after y'all get out of church or whatever, before y'all go to church, if y'all want to get some tea, make sure y'all tune into Two Sugars, One Shot. So I want to thank you guys for coming. My name is Tati. You guys
I'm Jay.
at Melody Rain on Instagram, MELODYREYNE, and then go ahead, Jay.
I'm Jay, Vanilla Love, off all platforms. I've been Vanilla Love for about 15 years. Vanilla, VANILA_LOVVE. 2 V's on love.
Yes, and y'all make sure y'all follow Kiera John.
Go to that bitch ass nigga page and comment on his fucking shit and say, send Jay her fucking money, you dirty dick ass bitch. Tell him that.
Y'all definitely make sure Jay gets her money.
Cinco got game. Cinco got game. Go ahead and spam his shit.
Yes, if
Spam that bitch ass nigga shit.
y'all want to go back and watch the replay, I see a lot of people coming in, and if you coming in, make sure you following the Two Sugars One Shot page. Okay.
I just got a lawyer to do my paper. Let me say this last thing because I got some shit getting sent to him. Like, give me my fucking money because I don't play that shit.
Yeah.
So he already has that comment.
It's one thing to move on. It's fine to move on, but make sure that Jay gets
my whole thing. Do your thing, but don't lie. Like the fact, what if I would never found out about this Arizona shit? You would have tried to brought your ass out here in the next
exactly.
Been mixing juices
But
again.
Jay finds out. So moral of the story, never play with Jay because Jay gonna find out.
Okay, he know that shit. That's why he don't got nothing to say.
And then y'all make sure Kiki, she's driving right now. So, but make sure you guys follow Kiki too. Her Instagram is Kiera Diamond. That's KIERRA Diamond. Okay, follow her on everything. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Two Sugars One Shot, and we will see you guys next time. Okay. All right. Toodles down.
We got more tea coming. This just a little taste.
Just a little taste. Just a little. Okay. Follow us, and we'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye.
So to So Bless's part, Jay, I'm just gonna say this to you, and Josh, I think you'll agree. When you send that paperwork, you do realize that all the shit you have said on these social media streets, Cinco can also say that you are not the most pleasant person to have a conversation with, right? Mm-hmm. And that you can be hostile and hateful and extra. Because you said, and I quote, the place where he worked, can y'all go slap that nigga for me? You also said spam his page and say, pay you the money that you owe, you dirty ass nigga bitch. And you also, how can I put this? You also sent revenge plea to his daddy. So you not innocent in this. Child, the best way I can say this is that time is slipping away from me. Time is slipping away from your ass and what the fuck you did too. With that being said, I'm gonna turn my camera now because we done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Oh my god, chop. Oh my god. Oops,
and the crazy thing about this is before when they announced the season 2 cast and everything right before their show came up, I talked to Jay a little bit, and I tried to give her a little advice about what to expect from fans of the show, some of these Facebook groups like Reddit, all this other stuff. And I told her to be very mindful of what she says when she's interacting with people.
Yes.
Because that plays a big part in your perception.
Yes, it does.
Of how people will like you or view you on the show. And as you can tell by how Jay is, she wasn't really hearing what I was saying.
Not a damn word of it. Not a damn word.
Like it even got to the point I was just like, all right, and I'm not saying anything to be like a hater or to dim your light, but from somebody who experienced this,
yes,
before you would think, hey, you might want to just listen just a little bit, or at least take heed to a little bit of what I'm saying, because I went through this already, and I didn't personally go through some of this stuff because I knew when to shut the fuck up and when to say something.
Yes.
Jay didn't listen at all, and she came in hot, which is, if she would have kept a little bit down, she would have been way more liked. But
Yes.
because of her going the way she did, going back and forth with these people, especially in Reddit, the stuff in Reddit, man, it was
Man,
wild.
we read it here on the show live, Josh, and I got to tell you something, bro. It was bad. I mean, good damn. I mean, I know I go off on virtual tour live, but usually, sorry, I'm spraying some Gold Bond cooling spray right now, y'all, because it is hot. Don't judge. Listen, but anyway, with that being said, to your point, it's just like we can only go off of what we get, right? So,
Right.
say you had a moment, but child, the moment still happened. And like I was saying before, now I remember what I was trying to say. On Braylon's virtual tour live, and Josh, I think you've seen a couple of tours. I cover about 7. It used to be 6 destinations, but now I cover about 7 to 8 destinations. There are times where I go off, but it's with circumstances to go off, ladies and gentlemen. If it's about a kid, I'm going to go off. If it's about a woman being disrespected, I'm going to go off. If it's about people being disrespected in terms of corporations, I'm going to go off. If it's about media, I'm going to go off. If it's about a man trying to do the right thing when women are saying men are shit, I'm going to go off. So there, or anything that doesn't seem cool in society, or that I know good to damn well wouldn't jive in real life, I'm going to go off. Do you see how that is different than how Jay has moved? Like, sincerely.
And the funny thing about it though is I had a feeling it was gonna turn out this way with Jay. I had a feeling because she was doing a lot of the same things that I saw Aaron H doing right before the show came out. And I was just like, oh, seems like we got another one for this season.
Yeah, Aaron
But
H did have a lot to say, child. I think one of the biggest things was like the painted fingernails. I think that was a huge thing.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And questioning his sexuality and all that stuff. And even, when he got into it with the sister-in-law, which child, listen, she baited him, right? But also too, like, you ain't gonna just talk to me any kind of way.
but see, I'm gonna give you a little behind the scenes on that too, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Before she even got there, Aaron told us that something was gonna happen. So he was anticipating that blow up because he told us even before the lady even got there that he didn't like her and they ain't never got along. And he even said that if she say anything to him, he was gonna go off on her. He said that before that woman even came to that house. So he was already in go mode when she got there.
Right.
And she was too. And because it popped off just as fast as the TV dragged it out a little bit. It went off immediately. Like I said, that lady probably in that house 5 minutes before they was at each other's throat.
Good day.
Like it didn't take long at all. And then the going off and the arguing back and forth, it was way more. It was way more in person than what they showed on TV.
Oh, listen, I can only imagine. But they don't call the cutting room floor for nothing. Y'all, welcome in, everybody. We are doing a very special late in the midnight hour edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. My man Josh is up here with me. You all have just seen the live that aired earlier today. Well, you saw the live that aired earlier today without the graphic content. Because Jay showed Cinco screwing with a young lady. Now, this young lady happens to be his best friend's sister.
Wait, hold on. She actually had a video of them screwing?
Yes. hang on.
Shit, I did not choke on my blunt.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna find the part. Hang on.
I don't really like head up to this nigga. And y'all said they scouted me for
Flying out to see you. I'm like, I thought you looked like an angel because I
over Taki at
that's the worst type of for the show. One, I didn't really like
Okay, this is when she was.
this
Oh,
is like 20 messages she sent me of their relationship.
what? How long did she say talking?
Is that porn?
She said
No,
they would talk, so they had
porn.
I love Kiki so much. Her honesty, man, is a whole character. Is that porn? No, it's 2 lines. Fucking Kiki. Of course, it's porn. Oh my God.
Image. That's what I'm saying. Even you not saying spilling the tea like when you got the receipts because you already know I'm a crash out. So I would have been posted the fucking receipts.
I was just done at the time. I didn't really like him like that. It was still new. It was still new to me. Like I just got the show of this man, granted, but I don't really like head up to this nigga. And
Okay.
I'm just like, oh, okay, go do your thing.
Y'all know me. I would have been like, he was cheating. I would have had 10 videos talking about it, crying and everything. Okay, Elevator Me said, nah, he was messy on the show. I seen it. And then More Bree said no. And then she said he wild for that. And then what kind of low rent lady would do that? Damn. Somebody said yes. Okay, they put ones in the chat. We got 2 ones in the chat. They said video, please. Is it like explicit or like soft P or PP? So it looked like they voted to see the receipts. Let me see. It looked like Jay is frozen. Let me know. Your favorite baddie said, Tati girl, I was heated watching how your situation unfold. Girl, I was heated too. And then I was even more heated after. Cause I was just like, why do niggas play all day on your head top? Why do they do that? Especially when you being nice. You know what pissed me off is the fact that even though you guys see me really like being nice to Clay, I feel like I'm not that accessible in real life. Like it's actually pretty hard for a guy to even be in my vicinity. Like it's not an easy thing. So for me to really put my all into some shit and then he played me like that was crazy. April said, but it was given that you were there to get your final payment though. I was trying to get mine. I know that. Okay, it says, I don't know why it won't let me request. Okay, let me try to request you, Kiki.
Here's some of the stuff that was sent to me. She sent me like 20 messages.
Oh,
This is like 20 messages she sent me of their relationship.
what? How long did she say talking?
Is that porn?
She said
No,
so they had stopped talking. So he ain't seen her since January of 2024. So she a young girl.
The video's about to come up, y'all.
She's slow, like but he never wanted to be with her. He just was fucking her, and she live in LA. It's his one of his old best friend's sister. Like, why you fucking your and that him and his friend ain't even cool no more because of this. Like, nigga, out of every bitch in the world, you gonna fuck your best friend with sister, you fucking pervert. Anyway, so of course she crashed out. She's young, so she found me and was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, so she sent me the video, and I'm like, this shit old because I knew he was talking to her, but this old. So I'm like, hold on, this ain't. Actually, this does look like a hotel. Just send me the text messages of him telling her what hotel he was in, where to park at, the room number. I'm like, nigga, this is exactly the hotel we was at. Like, it ain't no line. And he finally confessed to it. So she crashing out. He mad because I'm blocking him. Like, nigga, I'm done. Like, that's all I have to see. You a day before coming to the show?
That's really wild.
Wow. You asking me? Really and he don't go to the doctor. Let's talk about that too. And I wonder, one time, see, look, I got so much tea for y'all, but you ain't finna be throwing up my pH balance and then blaming on the soap you using, bitch.
Or the soap he's not using.
Exactly, but go to the doctor. He don't go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. I'm a doctor, but I go to the doctor all the time. So this just is, so y'all want to, I don't want us to get flagged, but can I show this? Or at least a couple seconds.
Live.
All right, it's live, so
okay.
Hey, exclusive. Y'all heard it here first on Two Sugars One Shot. Make sure that if there's any reposts,
seconds of it,
our YouTube page.
So that's the video right there, Josh. Right there. Now we can't see the whole thing because it's edited for YouTube, but I'll just show you their reactions.
Whoa!
Dang.
Well, I do see them hotel pillows.
Right. I
I see
mean,
a little head bob. I know hitting the front and back when I know what that looks like.
good night, so blessed. I hope you enjoyed the show, my friend. Much love to you. Yes, indeed. Child, oh, I was saying to Gigi earlier today, Josh. I'm just like, how is the casting team doing after this
Good
season?
night.
How is Own? How is Burn Murray Productions? Do they have 1.75 bottles of tequila, and are they drinking it straight? Because I don't know where I would be mentally right now. I really would. I'm if I'm the president of Own, I'm like, okay, so we're gonna lock everybody in this room, and we're gonna talk this thing out. In the words of Peter Griffin, I just want to talk to y'all. I just want to talk to y'all. I'm not going to do nothing to you. I just want to talk to you. And one of them be like, but you're going to do something to one of us. Oh, no. See, this was a group effort. Now, if you keep playing in my face, now I'm going to do something to all of you. Oh, fuck me. Exactly. So, we're going to talk very calmly. Okay. Now, who was the person that approved all of these casting choices? You. Everyone else out. You stay here. Can I have some support? No, you can't have no fucking support. Do you want to make a collect call before I cuss your ass out? Like... Oh, okay. I really do wonder where everyone is right now with this, because this ain't over. Because
They may just stay out of it, because I know what our season when stuff started happening, for the most part, they stayed out of it. The only time they got involved is when it was alleged, I say that, alleged that Aaron or Diamond was calling Shay a monkey and had a picture of it, and Shay's picture next to it. And then Shay got mad about it, and she called one of the producers about it. And so that was about the only thing that when they actually said something. But other than that, shit, we didn't hear nothing about it from nobody. And then they said something about Aaron having that page, because apparently, he had that Facebook group, and they told him that he couldn't be the admin of the group. And so he just basically gave it to his daughter or sister, somebody. Saying yeah, so that's what happened with that.
Gotcha. Okay.
But like I said, the Lex girl, she has her own group and she still got it. So I don't know about it. I guess they had no issues.
Right.
So I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe they had a different contract than us too. So I'm not really sure. But I doubt they got involved, honestly.
No, I'm with you. I'm just saying mentally, like.
Oh yeah.
How are they feeling? Like the show is over. Like we have.
Yeah, knowing them though, they probably loving it too. They definitely watching. I can tell you that much. They definitely watching.
Lord.
They won't comment on shit, but they definitely watch.
Oh my God. And this is why content creators matter, right? Because we carry the show after it's all over. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like I said, this isn't over for two sugars, one shot, because apparently there's more teeth. So
yeah,
season 2 is now on social media, ladies and gentlemen.
It's crazy. They're doing what I tried to do on my season, but nobody wanted to do it. Because I said the same, like we should have a little show where we talk about behind, when the show is over, where we talk behind the scenes stuff and talk about different things that people didn't see and we talked. I tried to get it started, but nobody wanted to do it. Everybody was really trying to stay away from it, to be honest.
Well, I feel like this, right? I feel like it could have worked for season 1 because, for one, y'all were the originators. You know what I mean?
Right.
So y'all would have had carte blanche for this season and seasons to come. But of course, hindsight is 2020, and
right.
Now drama to dictate your movement, then sometimes you miss out on, potential blessings. And I'm not shading anybody or dragging anybody or, being judge, jury, executioner, because, everybody got the right to move how they want to. But let me ask you this. Do you feel that if you guys season 1 would have done this podcast, do you feel that it would have been rather on the magnitude of this? Because I feel like this Two Sugars One Shot. I'm just gonna be real with you, Josh. The Two Sugars are Tatiana and Kiki, and the one shot is Jay. I feel like Jay is the whole shot. There ain't no sugar in this. I'm just gonna be real about it. I know it's the first live, but I feel like there ain't no sugar in this margarita. It is straight tequila. Okay, like ain't none of that to it. So what do you think about that? Do you think that y'all podcast would have been on the magnitude of this, or do you think, like you said, because everything fizzled out at the end of season 1, that it would have been a cooler podcast?
The only reason why I believe it would, or at least be, it definitely probably depends on which personalities was actually doing the podcast.
Okay.
But that definitely would have played a part into it. But the reason why I say that too, because of, like I said, the outside drama that happened. A lot of people did. If you wasn't in the Reddit groups or the Facebook groups, you probably didn't even know what was happening anyway.
Right.
And then there was a lot of exposing coming out between, especially with Aaron and Dime. It was so much stuff that came out about them that I felt like, because especially with that momentum with the beef going on between Shay and Aaron and Shay and Dime and all that other stuff on top of that. I feel like it definitely would have been something that people would have still been talking about after a while. Like, because even with a lot of people not knowing about it, the way this was the most my phone had any activity was when all that drama was going on behind the scenes between them three. Like, it was crazy. It was so much that that's what made me, because I told you when I was gonna do my interview with you, I was gonna wait till the season was over with. I wasn't planning on speaking on anything about the show at all until it was over. But
that was to be, and I just want to give context, conjecture, and connection on why Josh wanted to do that is because normally during the season you cannot spoil anything. Like, it used to be back in the day where there was like a $50,000 fine if you spoiled anything, or in Indies there are consequences for spilling it, because if you spoil it, then it takes all the momentum out of the publicity for the show. That's why, for example, when Jeff Probst is like, all right, it's the end of the season, if you reveal that you eliminate, you cut your own story, right? So that's why Josh was weighing it out. But go right ahead.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Because, like I said, because it is in our contract. We're not supposed to talk about it while the show is on. Like we can only talk about what they allow. They send us this email every week before the show comes out called Assets. And it has a bunch of like memes already in there. It gives to show us a couple of clips of the upcoming episode, a little more than what they would show y'all, stuff like that. And then they would say, they have a list of certain things that we could discuss in the moment, what we can't discuss. And so me thinking that, like I said, my plan was to wait until it was all over, because I wanted to be able to talk, as honest as I could about certain things. But it got so out of hand like that I felt like I had to come out and do the interview with you early. Like, I had to say something. I had to do the Reddit thing. Like, I felt like I had to, because it got so out of hand that I felt like it was taken away from people enjoying the show. Because people started getting more invested into this drama than the actual show.
Correct.
And I felt like that was taken away from it.
Absolutely. And not to mention, too, I think during your interview and when I interviewed Billy and Aaron H and Diamond, too, I got to tell you something. There are content creators that do not give a fuck about the game. And they will ask anything and everything. And there is a blessing and a curse to that. It's a blessing to that because you have such a mentality to swing from the window to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a curse from swinging from the window to the wall because eventually you're going to crash into something that you might not be able to get up from. So
Right.
when it came to, what happened with season 1, we would only talk about the episode at hand. And if we wanted more insight about a situation, we would reference something that happened from, one of the previous episodes.
Right.
Or if there was, a fan question in the live chat, we'll say, hey, can you talk about this or can you not talk about this? And to let y'all know a little tea, because, me and Josh talk, I told him when, me and, Gigi were going to do the reunion, right? And y'all remember when I told y'all that tea of they filmed it after episode 1. That was our man, Josh. And I said to him, if you can, watch for what, we can and cannot talk about of the reunion. Because even though me and Gigi don't work for OWN, we understand the game.
Right.
And we could not, and we did not want to talk about anything that did not air. Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you think nobody's listening, let me tell y'all motherfucker something. Someone is listening.
And if they ain't listening live, they eventually gonna go back and watch it.
That part right there. So whenever
Look, I'm gonna tell you this, Braylon. I'm gonna tell you something. When I did Reddit, when I did that little Ask Me Anything segment on Reddit,
yes,
the lady wanted to, because Reddit is based off being anonymous and everything.
yes,
So she wanted to verify that it was actually me.
right.
So she asked me a question off something that you asked me when we did the interview.
Are you
And
serious?
I was like, yeah. And I was like, wow. I said, you really watching, huh? It caught me off. It totally caught me off guard. Like I couldn't believe it.
What? Oh my God.
She asked me, damn, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can log into it.
Yes, please do, because I want to know the question I asked. I'm very curious about this. So whenever we would, say, well, guys, Josh, Millie, Greg, no, I didn't do Greg, but Aaron H, Diamond, Millie, Josh, can we talk about that? We can't talk about that. Or we try to be like, do you believe, or what we would try to do, we would try to have a container for it. So
right.
We would say, okay, let's just say, could you see it from this angle? And then that gave and this is not baiting the cast members for those dumbasses in the back. This is called covering your ass, but still doing your job. From this angle, do you believe this, that, and the third could have happened? And then they can go into what they could talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you're doing a live interview with a cast member, it really is like a stealth mission. You cannot hit any red wires, okay? You can't hit any red laser wires. Because if you hit one red laser wire of a question, the on SWAT, oh, motherfucker, you really did that shit. Oh, we were almost at the diamond of reality TV. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like that. You know what I mean? So when real content creators, and I'm not saying you're not a real content creator, please calm down with that shit. But sincerely, when I say real content creators understand that quest for the diamond and they understand how to move through those red laser wires, it's to cover everybody's ass. Okay? So, with that being said, Josh, if you have it, let me hear it. Because I'm kidding. Like, she legitimately asked a question, or this person asked a question from the live?
Yep, she it was the very whatever the first interview that I did with you
Okay.
and you and Gigi and
Yeah.
I think it was no, you know what? It was about you asking me about Taronda, about what did
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
about her when I first seen her, and you know
Yeah.
I told her I didn't know who she was and I thought she was Alexis' mama.
Right.
So
Yep.
yeah, so she in the Reddit she asked me who did I think Taronda was when I first saw her. And she asked me that based off your interview because I knew they wasn't a TV show because I never said that in the TV it was on
Right.
the show. So I knew that I had only told you that, and so when she asked me
Yes.
that, it blew my mind.
Wow. Well, thank y'all for watching. That lets us know we're doing our jobs.
Hmm.
I feel like being a content creator is a bit of being a bit of a producer, but also being a bit of a host. It's a different gear than being a journalist because you're bigger than a journalist. You're an entertainer, right? So the Prindle. You gotta learn. You as a content creator, when you're doing a live stream, you use every single thing. You use park, you use neutral, you use drive, you use reverse, you use every motherfucking thing in that Prindle because you are driving this live experience. And you gotta make sure that your car stays within the legal limit virtually. And also too, you gotta be careful of the other cars on the road. Like, oh shit, damn. Okay, did I really just wreck this by asking that question that shouldn't have been asked, and they revealed something that wasn't aired on the episode? Oh fuck. Okay, well, okay, well, that's a wreck, and I hope I have the insurance to handle it. And listen, if anything gets out, just a pro tip: wait until everything is done. I know that's very difficult to do, but believe me, if you wait until the season finale is over, then at that point you can talk about anything and everything because nothing else is airing. Because if you talk about no, go ahead.
No, I just say no. You're right, pretty much. You could talk about it after because see, that's another downside to commenting or talking about the show too fast. Because, like I said, us as cast members, we're watching it for the first time, just like y'all are. Even though we experienced it, we was there, we did this and this and this, said this and this. We don't know how they ended on this show.
Correct.
And there's been times where people on the cast, especially our season, where they get out there too fast and say certain things because they thinking they gonna show one thing on the next episode, and then they actually end up showing something different. Now you can jump. Now people don't trust. Now you look like a fool. You lie because that happened with Dominique and Alexis when they had their little situation. Dominique, he got on live the whole weekend, boy, just going on a whole interview tour trying to defend himself, talking about how they, it was a lie, they made it up, blah blah blah. Just trying to get ahead of that fire because everybody was talking about he was abusive, woman beating all this, so he trying to lie, make it say this and this and this. Hell, you was gone the first fucking night. You don't know what happened after you left. So you jumping out here saying this, but you don't know what the next episode gonna look like. And then the next episode, you seeing what she told the rest of the house and how she all boohoo crying and it was the worst day of her life and she was so scared. You ain't think she was gonna say that. but you didn't know that either. You didn't know she was gonna say that, but you got on the internet trying to defend yourself. You get out there lying saying certain shit, and now that made you look even worse when the next episode came out. Because now you still lying much, so it's stuff like that. Like, and that's why I say it's better to just wait till. Because I talked to Dominique after that happened. He called me. Oh, that boy called me drunk as hell. He was upset. And I get it. I get it at the same time because, like I said, it wasn't how it looked on TV. Not saying it wasn't bad, but it was way more even than people think it was. Right. You know what I'm saying? But and I understand nobody wants to be considered a woman beater, especially when, like I said, hell, millions of people watch this show.
Right.
So your perception, you think about your perception. So I got it, but I told him, bro, don't get on live. Wait, don't say nothing because I knew what was coming. He didn't. So I said, just don't say nothing. Just let it die down for a while. Give it a while. When the show over with, you can come out, apologize, say what you got to say. He ain't want to
Right.
do it. He made the situation worse, getting out there talking too fast.
Right.
And to
Fast.
that point, actually, though, that's what I want to say about Jay. That's what I feel like what the issue with Jay is because even though I guess they say Cinco hit on her or whatever, like stuff like that, little things I heard, like, yeah, that's messed up. But the way you got out there in public, making yourself seem like the best couple that God has ever seen put on this
Yep.
planet, and then a week later, like, cause you were just sharing pictures of your family
Correct.
vacating, you were just doing all this, and then the next week you did a whole 180. That don't look good on you, and people already looked at you a certain way anyway because of how you've been acting on the internet. So it's like these one, huh?
No, I was saying without question because
Right.
honestly, to tell you the truth, from and I have to say the editors, they did their job. I
Mm-hmm.
I have to give it to them because every episode was like, oh my god, okay, what headache am I about to feel this week from this damn show? Like
Yeah.
it was heavy, but you wanted to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not easy to do. And it came out, that energy was every episode. Like it was slow at
Yep.
first, but once it found its rhythm, it did not stop for shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have been, the light could have been red, but the car didn't give a fuck. It was like, listen, I gotta get through. And it was what it was. So you had to be able to run across, and all this is a metaphor, ladies and gentlemen. You had to be able to run across the street very quickly before that car.
Yeah,
I don't give a
man.
fuck about it being a stop sign. This car is on the move. You know what I mean? And when we
Right.
talked about the reunion, right? And Josh, me and Gigi said that we needed Taronda Jones from Chicago. We didn't need the Hollywood Taronda.
Yeah.
That
But you know what?
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
tell you this though. I'm gonna say what I do know about Taronda. I guarantee you, she was being that version. That just ain't what y'all saw.
You know what? Fair
I
point.
I can guarantee you that because I know how she was with us. When even like I said, I didn't know Taronda before this, but when I talked to Taronda, when I was around Taronda, I didn't see Hollywood. I saw somebody from the neighborhood.
Right.
She didn't. That's nah. She was a definitely Chicago person. 'Cause, Memphis and Chicago, we very similar in a lot of different ways. With our mindsets and mentality. So now I saw somebody from around the way. So yeah, no, she definitely she was Chicago. They just but they don't want to put that on TV like that.
You know what? That is that's a very fair point. And we only said that because as we clearly see, with so much that happened this season, you can't come in weak here. And when we talked about the reunion, me and Gigi said that it should be a 2-hour reunion, or at least a 1-for-1 2-hour reunion, or a Friday, Saturday 2-hour reunion, 2 hours each, or it could have been a weekend. But we said also too that this should have been live because the fans could have been a conduit to ask the questions that maybe Taronda really can't ask. So when it got crazy, hey, that fan asked it. That was not on me.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Because the fans sometimes know the show a little bit more than production.
Because some people, I'm telling you, that's what I will say. The one thing I don't like about reality TV shows and how production make their shows, because they do like to play on people ignorance. And for some reason that bothers me. Like there's just one thing that just really bothers me about it because, and I guess it bothers me because like I said, I see what certain people say.
Right.
And like I said, some people can read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, but some people genuinely believe what is shown on that TV screen, and you can't tell them shit else. You know, so you can't tell them, even though you are the person that was actually there experiencing it. You can't
Yes.
tell them. You know, and it's so fun to me how they work. And and a lot of people like that. It ain't just a TV thing. Man, my granddad's kind of like that. If he ain't never experienced or if he only thinking one way, it's just that you can't tell him nothing there. He
Right.
real stuff, and so it's just like that though. But it's one thing I don't like because some people, like I said, they play on people ignorance sometimes, and it's
Right.
almost like they dictating how you supposed to feel about a person versus seeing it for what it is. You know, and I get it. Like I said, they want the mess and the drama, and that's why people watching the shows in the first place. But they're editing into something serious. That's what they call TV magic. It's something serious.
Oh,
It is magic for real.
and no, it is. And you know what? This is the thing too. Like most of the time with TV magic, it's very seldom that you really get the real juice from a show. Very
Right.
rare. Because I'll put it like this: if the reunion was live and Taronda hosted it, right? Let's just say it was
Uh-huh.
a part 2 hour each reunion live, and me and Gigi were the correspondents for the show. I promise you, the control room would have been going, hey, listen, we need Braylon and Gigi to shut the fuck up more often in this reunion special because what the fuck is going on out there?
Shit, what they really need, they need somebody who actually is a fan of reality shows. They need them to be in that damn production room with them.
Yeah.
To tell them what
I feel you because sometimes having that fan perspective is so important. And I'm gonna tell y'all why the control room be freaking out because they're like, okay, why are Braylon and Gigi saying what needs to be said, and why are they saying the quiet part out loud, and why are they allowing the fans to take an inch and make it a mile? And I'm like, oh, hey, control room, y'all freaking out right now, aren't you? Mm-hmm. You know why you freaking out? Why is that? Because y'all have tried to control the narrative for so long and the magic is not working because we broke the system of it and y'all don't know how to control it. You know, Brandon, sometimes you can be such a fucking asshole. Well, it takes one to know one, motherfucker. So we're all in this shit. Now, do y'all want a fucking reunion or do y'all want a fucking recap? Well, I mean, we're number one. We're trending number one on all social media. Oh, so do you want to drop down to number 10 then? No. Oh, fuck. Well, fuck you right back. All right. Okay, so we're coming back in how many seconds? 10 seconds? Okay, thank you so much. Like,
Yeah.
and here's the thing. And pretend all this is real, everybody. This is just a fantasy. As the season one cast is there. And Toronto's like, welcome back to the Never Ever Mets live reunion. Y'all need to be here because Braylon is hell in the control room. I'm like, Toronto. Josh, can you let Toronto? Now that's Braylon. That is Braylon for real. Okay, he loves everybody on the crew, but he don't put up with shit. I'm like, we're live. And then Josh, you're gonna be like, what? Well, you say what you want to anyway. I'm like, this is different though. It's real life now. I could do this on YouTube. This is different now. I said what I said during break because if it happened on the air, the Warner Bros. Discovery SWAT team would be here right now, tackling my ass on the fucking ground. And everybody will be laughing because even though I'm saying it within a joke, the executives off the side be like, this black man is a smart one. We should keep him around more often because he's right. We will bring our SWAT team to tackle his ass down. Where did this black come from? Sincerely, where did this black come from? He's very articulate. Like. Now, of course, they wouldn't say where did this black come from on live TV because Warner the Oprah Winfrey Network is their black network, and that wouldn't be a good look for them to say that on their black network on live national television.
Right.
But you get the picture here, ladies and gentlemen. You put me and Gigi there, it would be a reunion that would really break the consciousness of social media and television as it is. Because the thing about networks, and Josh, I want your take on this, networks are not so tight like they used to be, where if something works, they will run with it. So if me and Gigi's energy worked and it got them to have the #1 reunion of all time on the Oprah Winfrey Network, they would put me and Gigi in a room. Well, actually, first they would go to Ron and be like, how'd you feel that Braylon and Gigi did? Oh, they did excellent. I love their energy. We were talking during the break. They were talking to the audience. Okay, season 1 crew, how did y'all feel, Josh? Well, I mean, you why you think I hang out with them on YouTube? This what the fuck they do. They're about their business, and everybody on the cast likes them. Then they'll ask the audience, because they were there, how did y'all feel? Hey, Braylon and Gigi, so listen, y'all two fucks, y'all made this shit work. We don't like it because now we actually gotta fucking do this shit every damn reunion. Oh my Lord. What a problem y'all have relating to your audience, being #1, and having a space where it doesn't feel fake. What a tragedy y'all have on y'all hands. You really are such an asshole at sympathy. I'm being sarcastic with y'all. Y'all making this look like a tragedy when this is actually a great blessing for y'all. What? Meanwhile, my mama, Bray, you can't talk to them like that. I'm sorry. We gave them the #1 reunion in the history of the Oprah Winfrey Network. Mom, we got some carte blanche to do some stuff that other shows on will never be able to do. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna need y'all go to the Hallmark Channel. Okay, listen, this is not what y'all do. I still love y'all. Meanwhile, my dad, who are you talking to? No one, Dad. I had a lapse of judgment. Okay, you had a lapse of judgment. that now that's my boy. Meanwhile, I'm at the after party, and Josh like, so you really just became a little boy just to save your black ass? Yep, exactly. Yep, my Black Lives Matter, and I'm gonna end up dead because I talked to my mama and kind of like good man. It's nice to be able to have situational conversations like this where you can laugh because y'all all know what it is to have a black parent. Right. Because damn, that is so real. That Braylon actually said that the casket and the catering would be paid for the same day. Programs would be made, like everything would be paid for the same day that he passes away. Lord Jesus Christ. Welcome in, y'all. We have been here for 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 10 seconds. We are live on tour. Tatiana and Kiki and Jay, they've put out their first video late in the midnight hour. When I first saw it was like 6 minutes ago, and then when we saw it here live, it was about under an hour. Actually, let's see if the comment section is up, because I think I did see like at least one comment. Let me see here. Let me share the screen. And by the way, y'all, this is our 1000th live, by the way. Earlier today. Yeah, right. 1,000 live tours. My Lord. The volume, the magnitude, and the palpable energy of going on tour 1,000 times on YouTube is beyond amazing. So I thank each and every single one of you. I'll give more context, conjecture, and connection during the morning edition live at 11 a.m. And we got some receipts at 11 a.m. that we're going to drop, because you know, sometimes you gotta pop out and show people how stupid they are to their damn self. But that's neither here nor there. So it came out 2 hours ago. Let's see if there's any new comments here. No. They said, Braylon, we sleep. They said, Bray, we'll wake up in the morning and we'll give something later. But it looks like they got 40 views so far. So, and they got some more subscribers. Since the last time it was 52 subscribers, but now 63 subscribers. So yeah. So I do see the vision with two sugars in one shot. I think the biggest thing is that, you know, Tatiana, she's sugar, but she has shot energy in her. You know, Kiki, when it came to, actually, hang on, let me find the moment, because this moment right here was.
But it's the craziest podcast. So he's with somebody on the Arizona,
because you be knowing every.
You mad at me? Talk about nobody care about me.
That for you?
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, right here.
I work there at security, so
okay.
Pull out the rolling ride and slap that nigga for me before I walk in and do it.
I mean, I can do that for you.
Yeah, that's
And she said, so look, she said very cutesy, very mindful, and very demure. I can do that for you. I'm like, oh, that Kiki, we don't have to date, sweetheart, because if you can slap me, or if you would like to slap me, with that much articulation in your sweetness, you a dangerous threat. Listen, it's always the quiet ones and the ones that you think ain't smooth that are the smoothest, okay? So we see Kiki also has a little bit of shot energy. And I will say this to these three ladies. I didn't see it before, okay, but I do see it now. The biggest thing is y'all gotta be like Goldilocks. You can't have it too sweet, and you can't have it too turned with the shot. It's gotta be just right. And it's going to take some. It's going to take some work to make Two Sugars One Shot an actual platform that people will want to consume. What do you think about that analysis, Josh? Because like I said before, this is straight tequila with Jay. She is the main shot. There ain't no sugar. If they want to really have a highway to drive on, go ahead.
But no, yeah, I agree with what you're saying on it though. They definitely then they're gonna have to figure out how to keep it up after they get done, you know, spilling all their tea as far as what the show goes. Because then you have to go from there as well to keep the momentum going. So, like I said, there's definitely gonna be a moment where if they want to take it that serious, yeah, they're gonna have to let their personality shine. Yeah. Jay might have to tone down just a tad bit in certain aspects, like keep the fire, but don't turn your fans off at the same time, you know.
That part. Somebody says allegedly in the chat, don't go off on them, because you want to. People want to feel like they are welcome. They can be welcomed into your space. So they talk about a hot topic, you know, for example, like Wendy Williams. Well, you know, there's allegedly a lawsuit. What is it true? Well, allegedly, yes. There ain't no alleged nigga. Wendy Williams is in a lawsuit. It's like, Jay, you got a lot to learn, sweetie. Go back and watch the way K and Cardi B before you'll bump your mouth again. Like I feel like with that platform, I feel like Tatiana and Kiki, and I'll say this is not because of the show. I feel like their personalities are very mendable, right? They can understand how to move accordingly. Jay, on the other hand, you gonna need to fall on your ass a couple of times on this platform before you finally get. Oh, wait a minute! I gotta have Tatiana and Kiki in the gym. I really can't be Jay, which it's difficult, right? You have to be because I always say there's yourself and there's your damn self. You have to be yourself enough for the public to want to consume you, but still have a damn self energy about yourself for people to want to stay with you. It's very difficult. Right. I don't just say that because I do that every day. I sincerely say that because the stamina to keep that up for a career is beyond soul work. That is not easy to make happen. It's just not.
Right. Especially if they don't agree with you or see your side.
Oh my. Can you imagine that top of debate with those three and Jay is standing 10 toes down? Even she loud and wrong. Because if this energy was just over your own tea, oh my Lord, I just
right.
Thank God the day trial almost over because listen, oh Lord. Jay, what do you think? But I think this motherfucker needs to go to the grave and fucking die, and he need dirt through his damn body. Whoa, Jay, wait a minute. Jay, you saying that the motherfucker need to be buried? Yeah, yes, and while you're burying him, leave some room and put a metal ball gag through his throat. You're saying put a bullet through his throat through a ball gag. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be respectful. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? We got to end the show. Thank y'all for coming to Two Sugars in One Shot. Why we got to end the show every time? Right. And God forbid if I'm their producer, it's like, hey, Braylon here, y'all background producer. Do you know why we got to end the show every time? Do you really want to know why? Because if I say the quiet part out loud, you're really not going to like my ass. The chat, y'all want one? We got ones? Okay. It's because of your fucking ass, Jay. We'll see you next week.
I'm trying to tell you. That girl, she a firecracker, boy. She come in a fucking missile. She come in hot, for real.
And you know, this is the thing too. Like the Oprah Winfrey Network has not really gotten into like their own like talk shows or anything. But I just imagine like if The Real came back and they're like, we need a firecracker. Can we get Jay for The Real? As a programming executive, I would highly advise it. Oh, what if we get her and Sienna? Oh, y'all don't want to. Okay, yeah. Cool.
They might get the fight.
You know what? Listen, y'all really want to try this? Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're going to get Jay, Sienna. We're gonna get Janelle from Ready to Love. We'll get we'll get Charlie because we need somebody who really is devoid of comprehension, and we'll get one other woman from the OWN network. And guess what? We'll do a live primetime special. Wait a minute. We want this tape. Oh no. Y'all are so confident. I think we should do this live. Oh fuck. Okay, Bray. Hey. Actually, I already told them to get the studio set up. Oh, we're going through the. Yep, we're going through this shit. Yep. But no, y'all believed in it. Yeah, I told you, and y'all don't believe fat meat greasy, so I'm going to throw the meat on the grill and turn it up and not give a fuck how your hands are going to be burnt by this. I'll see y'all on set. Meanwhile, I'm on set with Josh and Gigi, and they're saying me, Bray, now owns about fuck this up. Oh, I know, but they believe that having Sienna and having Jay on the same panel was gonna work. So this thing in 5, 4. Bray, no, we don't have. Bray, please. We'll listen to. No, we gotta go through with it. We're 5 seconds away. I'm sorry. As an old school broadcaster, I'm about respecting the clock and the red light. So I'm sorry. In 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Oh, okay. Well, so Bray, some news. What's the news? The Warner Bros. Discovery SWAT team is on their way, and they're cleaning house. Oh, they're cleaning house on y'all. I already told the SWAT team this dumbass decision y'all did. You read it on us? What did you think I was going to do? Y'all the ones who said it. Showed them the meeting we had where you said we're so fucked. You are. You absolutely are. And this is not my fault. I feel like I'll be one of those executives that people are going to love me or hate me to hate me. But either way, they're still going to find a way to respect me because they know I'm not doing this to hurt them personally.
Right.
You know, they understand that I understand the assignment, but also too, they also understand that if the assignment gets out of control, then I have to handle the assignment. And it's not going to be clean all the time when I do it either. So, you know, if you believe in the idea that I told you was bad, I'll approve it. But you're going to own it. Oh, my God, child. No, man. I'm trying to see when Gigi is heading home because she said she would be on her way home. Actually, let's see. What time is it out in California right now? Let's see. What time is it out in California right now? Okay, it's 11:50 p.m. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we'll see.
They still in yesterday, huh?
Right, exactly. Exactly. You know what? It's always funny with New Year's Eve because it's like they're the last coast to really
right.
You know, down, you know, East Coast is in the new year, and then right at 1 a.m. Well, no, it's 1 a.m. East Coast time is 12 midnight Central time. And then, they're still partying on December 31st. So it's just like, so how's yesterday going? Is was it a nice, memorable day or was it shit? But no, we'll stay up here for just a little bit longer. But no, wanted to come on, give y'all a very special tour. Like literally, the fact they dropped it in the middle of the night was crazy. I'm just like, y'all had all day to do this shit. But I mean, hey, if anything, the early bird catches the worm. So I'm sure that this live will be viewed in due time. That oh my God, he was up when the video was up. And honestly, tell you the truth, most of the time as a content creator, it really is a combination of timing and how you move as a blessing that determines your rise or demise. Because with today's show that we did impromptu on Sunday, it was impromptu, right? Because we didn't know that they were going live or anything. And so the fact that they put something out in the same time frame, that rarely happens, especially this damn late. But the fact that it even happened now, I'm just like, okay, you know what? Go on, even if nobody else is up. Because if you always are thinking about, damn, I want people around me when I go live, then you will always miss the assignment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you're going through that mindset, you will be a failure as a content creator. sometimes you will have to do an assignment where, like right now, it's 0 people watching, but it's a big story. So you understand that the assignment as a big story will outweigh the fact that no one's here, but it'll work out in your favor later on. Because believe me, the people that really want to talk about the never heard met, they're going to find that video and talk about it. But it will be hours after it's already been uploaded.
Yeah. Especially with like podcast stuff like this, where people listen to it on their way to work, while they're working, stuff like what. Yeah, I know I've listened to a couple of your videos while I was at work. So it definitely will get watched by the people. Like I said, the people who want this type of entertainment, they gonna look for it. They gonna find it.
Oh, without question. I mean, and I guess that's one of the good things about my live streams is because I do cover so much in the show. You can literally just press play.
Right.
and you get a whole show. I don't come cheap. You know what I mean? When it comes to the show, you get, and you really do get a little bit of everything over here. I don't just say that to say that. You could go back to my live tab and just look at the thumbnails.
Right.
And you see a little bit, and I do mean you see a little bit of everybody. I mean, sure, there are some destinations we spend the block on, but there's always something new at that destination. You know what I mean? But it's a very unique format of going on tour and traveling to the destinations that you all are traveling to. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the antithesis of this was, I'm not Daniel Tosh, I'm not Rob Derrick. So, I can't do anything ridiculous. And not to mention, too, I'm not really funny as a comedian with web humor. But I do have a perspective that is very soulful. I feel like it's grounded. And I utilize culture as a conduit for, us to be able to find the funny. So, really, if you want to look at this is kind of a Black Tosh 0.0 or a Black Ridiculousness. But it's its own thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Daniel Tosh and Rob Derrick respectfully can't do what I do. I mean, and that's not because they're white privilege or anything, but the formats are so different where if they try to do what I do, the mainstream audience will be like, why are you trying to have range all of a sudden? What? Well, I mean, the culture moves every day, so I thought, kind of expand, but we like seeing the dumb shit. Well, I'm not dumb shit. and that's the blessing and curse of, your own platform, right? It's a blessing because you the boss, but it's also a curse because you the boss. That once they know you of that format, they don't want to see nothing else but that format. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if there's a story that's really touching Rob Derrick, like maybe there might be a kid that, is very funny and talented, but they don't want to see a funny and talented kid. They want to see a funny kid fall on his face. It's not cool to see that, but that's what they want. So you can't break out that box. But with me, I'm just like, well, hell, are people going to that destination to talk about it? Or am I interested in going to that destination? That's our guidelines over here. And as long as it makes sense, we can do what we want. So, it's not really any restrictions. As long as it's happening in Black culture, or as long as it's happening in, the mainstream culture, we always got a show. So, that. And I do feel for people trying to break out of what they used to do. I think the biggest thing is if you're going to try to transition, do it authentically. Because you have that curiosity in your real life. Because if you try to transition just to leave a sector because you dried up in that sector, it's going to reflect badly when people don't feel your passion.
Right.
Because you can say what you want to about this channel, you cannot tell me I ain't passionate about my shit. You can't sit here and tell me after 1,000 tours, ain't no way. And I will say this, and Josh, you can let me know what you think about this. I am sure that there are some destinations that people probably have disagreed with my take on. I am sure, without question. I'm not perfect in my commentary. Right. You know what I mean? But I believe that I have more wins than losses with the destinations I've covered because I've done my research. I remember Stephen A. Smith, saying one time that he's never lost a debate. And I'm just like, no, you have.
Right.
You've lost debates before. But then I had to sit and think about it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I get it. He means he's never lost a debate from his preparation style and his delivery, the mechanics of what it takes to arrive at the debate. He's never lost a debate from that aspect. And I'm like, you know what? From that standpoint, I could give you that.
Hey, because Stephen, I know a lot of his takes be controversial at times, but that man know what he's doing.
Right.
And I definitely give him credit how he move.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's how I move. I've never lost at any tour that I've done from a preparation standpoint. Now, have I lost tours from my, perspective at times? Oh, sure. I'm never that arrogant to believe, every single tour I've been on, I've been right on every single destination. No. I was right at the time of the information I had about that destination. And I think when you can recognize that, not only does it make you more mendable for your audience, but your audience will give you love, grace, and space more often because you're not that high and mighty to negate that you can be flawed. Because I think that's what keeps people coming back is this motherfucker really says everything with his chest. But he also recognizes with everything he's saying on his chest that he could be wrong about what he's saying that's on his chest as well.
Right.
So it gives an equal balance. So where somebody like Jay, they may never move like I move, and they will always get hate. But with me, why does Braylon keep getting forgiven? Maybe because I don't go off like Jay all the time. just maybe. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. But no, when I saw your message, I figured you was up, but I didn't know if you would also see me up because this really was just a spur of the moment thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm up. I ain't got nothing else going on. I'm off of work today, and I know it's a hot topic, so.
Yeah, no, I actually was I was on the phone and I just happened, I was on YouTube and I ended up getting back on YouTube and I seen you gone live. I was like, oh shit, let me go see what he's talking about on here. I seen you talking about Jay now.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
so yeah, go and drop by here. Because like I said, I want to kind of catch up what was going on. Because like I said, I seen little bits and pieces, but I ain't really know because I ain't watched nothing the lives of the videos or anything.
Right. And like I said, of course, it's nothing but love to everybody on the cast. And I remember, Tatiana said, "Give us credit." I'm like, "Child, I literally put the link to y'all show in the chat, not in the chat, but I put it in the description box. So y'all got y'all credit, okay? Believe me, and that's the thing too. The cast may not know me yet, but like." I'm telling y'all are actually are known by one of the good ones. Okay, so everything I said in this was what y'all gave.
Yeah.
So if y'all go live and be like, well, the first person that really did was Braylon Lee. I'm like, well, first of all, you gave me my credit of being the first one, so that lets them know that, oh, wait a minute, there's a motherfucker out here that's about his shit. But also too, if you critique anything I say, recognize y'all the ones that gave it. But you know what? I think Tatiana and Kiki will give me enough love, grace, and space. But Jay, oh my God, child, she gonna go in on me. She especially with what I said about her, like, you're still culpable in this amount. Oh, that's the motherfucker that said allegedly. I'm like, can you please go? Please, I said it because I wasn't there. I covered your whole thing. I played the whole thing. I even paused it for commentary. I'm giving you the play action that y'all looking for. What do you want me to do? I'm not on. Like this isn't wrapped up in a bow. But we have the lower third graphics and everything. Like, I can't dress up y'all shit. But God forbid they start using StreamYard and they really start getting into it. Like, oh my God. Good Lord. Listen, Tatiana and Kiki, y'all might actually need a producer for real though. Y'all actually might need one. If y'all three are over StreamYard and y'all bring somebody up and Jay gets into a disagreement with them, kick him out the studio.
All right.
I don't like this person. If we kick everybody out, there ain't gonna be nobody here that want to hear us. I don't care. Okay.
You said you got to cut the mic, move the camera.
Listen. Oh my God! Listen. So if you guys don't see Jay here, we have one of our producers give her a visit. Hey Bray, why is Tatiana why is there a note on that wall that says Tatiana is wrapped up in rope? Oh, well, okay. You know I've talked with YouTube, right? And there's these things called strike violations.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. They okay, put this. They told me that they gave y'all warning, right? And we did the 90-day training and stuff. But if you break that violation, then you can't go live for a week. So they were just like, we're just gonna give y'all 2 strikes. So 1 more strike, and this channel is done for. So I was talking with the production team. Which is me, myself, and I, with 3 great people. And we came to the conclusion that Jay likes to have her mouth on things. So we gave her mouth something to be on. And we're just going to do this every so seldomly when we feel that Jay has a lot to say. And they're like, wait, you put her in a ball gag? Okay, it was either a ball gag or y'all channel was going away. Which one? And Jay's like, I know y'all not about to agree with Braylon. Yeah. Y'all some fucking bitches. Okay, so you don't blame them for you causing this channel to get 2 strikes. Okay. All right. This is just wonderful. This is great. If I'm keeping you up, let me know, man. I don't mean
No,
to
nah,
keep.
you fine. Nah, I'm a night owl.
Understood, man.
But
Understood.
yeah, I probably am gonna go and get out though. I think I'm gonna start watching Stranger Things. I mean
Listen, let
not
me.
Stranger Things, I meant what Suicide Squad. I mean damn Squid Games.
Yes, dude. Let me tell you something. I watched Squid Game on Saturday. All
uh
6 episodes, bruh. They did their good shit. Um, and I will just say this: the world of Squid Game for Netflix, that universe is about to be crazy. Um, they are not going to let that shit go for nothing. Um, the show may be over, but the universe is just getting started.
hmm.
I truly believe that because the way they threw down in this season, and it's only 6 episodes, but the 6 episodes, and you can and listen, you know you got access to me anytime, you know that. When you get done with the 6 episode, DM me and we'll talk. Because when you
Okay.
get to this episode, you're gonna be like, well, damn, right, you're right. Like it really was a full season. Um, but sincerely, you'll have a good time. This probably was the most intense um season. Um, it had a lot. I'll say this: a lot of the quiet part was said out loud in this season,
Mm.
more than season one, season two, and everybody goes through a evolution that you did not expect.
Hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we call being a TV host and teasing it really good. Without really saying nothing. Oh man. All right, brother. Love you as always, man. And we'll talk soon. If there's anything else
Yeah, for sure.
from 2 sugars and 1 shot, or 1 shot and no sugar, no sugars, we'll definitely let y'all know about it. Listen, if anything from this gets into their next recap, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, okay, wait a minute, you are piercing more and more into real life. You gotta know your energy, because it's gonna be a collision one of these days. Just, but I don't know why. I feel like Jay is who she is, which is refreshing and as it's refreshing and exhausting, because I feel like if I walked into the room, oh, you Braylon, aren't you? You the motherfucker who think he know everything. I just went to the room. What the hell? So I can't even say no. You can't say hey, because when you say hey, you throw shade with it. This is coming from the motherfucker that has, America to go to somebody's workplace and slap the motherfucker at his workplace. Like you
Hmm.
don't have that much more high ground here. Like, like the fuck. Oh my god. Anyway, love you, brother. Enjoy Squid Game, and DM me after the show.
All right, I
Child,
got you.
ooh, the conversation we'll have. Y'all. If you haven't seen Squid Game, go watch it. It's good. It is good. It's
All
one of
right.
those things where it's so good. I don't want to review it with y'all because I just want it to be just for me. Because you get to the point where you're just reviewing everything. Let me see. Let me see if I can message Gigi real quick and see. If she wants me to stay up just a little bit longer, which I don't mind. Hey, how much longer do you want me to stay up? I've been on for 2 hours, 39 minutes, and 39 seconds. Okay. Yep. We'll take a little commercial break real quick, and we'll be back with more Braylon's Virtual Tour Live right after this. Roll it.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward,
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mira's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
I'm loving it. And I'm loving y'all right back. All right, everybody, that is it. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. I will see you guys a little bit later on this morning for our 11 a.m. show. And oh, wait till you see the destinations we have. Y'all know I don't give away anything before you see it, but trust me, when you do, you will know. And believe me, we're going to have some things to iron out in the morning. This child. Ooh, and people write checks that their ass can't cash. You gotta let them know. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. And always remember the words of Anonymous T.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
One love, much love, all love. Bye, everybody.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.